We are live on DAGDAGIEL. With me today we have Barry here, over here.
Hello.
Playing Rokan. Over here we have Avery playing Frelt.
Hello.
Down here we have Jordan, who's just managed to get in here. Yay! He's going to be playing his new character, his barbarian Hagelaz, who's a Goliath. And over here, there-ish, we have Charlie playing Vespera, the druid. So if you guys want to do a little background catch-up, tell us what's been going on, fill in the details for them hundreds of viewers that are sitting there watching adamantly, waiting to know all the details. I mean, bear in mind, 10 years from now, they might come back and watch these videos because we'll be really famous by then. So,
you'll probably be dead.
No.
Yeah, old age.
No, I think you mean our characters will probably be dead.
Oh.
And that becomes more likely with every smart-ass comment.
Well, I've got my backup character ready.
This is my backup character.
This is your backup character. This is your third backup character, isn't it?
This is my third backup character,
Third
yes.
character, second.
I've got a backup character ready.
Okay, so we're going to get Hagelaz back into the campaign now, so give me a minute.
While you do that, I'm going to say something
Say a thing.
like about one other person. And you know what? I'm going to go with Rokan. I like that Rokan has a big heart. I mean, he's got big everything. He's an orc. So he's the friendliest of all the orcs. I like that his mother isn't dead. Dead parents, that's an old trope.
Right.
So yeah, I like that he kills all the bad guys so we don't have to.
Killing them so you don't have to.
Yeah. I like that he is dependable and he will snipe anyone that really needs a good arrow to the face.
An arrow to the face or back of the head if they happen to be, you know. I mean, that was a really...
You like to make my point.
That was a pretty slick move, waiting for that wizard to try and cast sleep on you, and then you passed your saving... No, it wasn't a saving throw, it was hit points, wasn't it? And you just pretended to fall asleep, and the wizard turned around and used that and shot him in the back of the head. Just like that. Just like I bought one.
All right.
Just like
so Barry, you get to say something nice about someone else.
Okay.
But also explain who the characters are at the same time.
Really?
Switch.
Okay. Well, I've only got a choice between two of you. Because this other guy is new. Don't know him at all.
You could say that you like that he's new.
I don't know yet.
You could say that you like that he's not, Alexander or B.
I like that he can take all the punches now while I sit down and watch.
Right.
That's what I like. Okay, now, Vespera is always kind and willing to risk her life as long as she can teleport. She's got a practical intelligence about her that Rokan does admire. Very practical. But he knows, should he need a berry at any time, she's more than willing to provide.
No. The answer to that is no.
And it's bound to be quite a good one, too.
No one can blame me for at least trying. Okay. But yes, Vespera is always there and always at your side when the time gets rough.
Right. If anybody's watching and can tell us if our sound is okay, I would love to know the answer to that question. So yes. But
Yep,
You're
sounds
good.
Sounds good to you guys? Cool. All right. Well, now I know who the 4 people are that are watching.
All right, so Farrell, why don't you say something nice about someone else, but also try and,
Reveal
say
character, theme, and mood.
Well, Fralt is feeling pretty left out because nobody's mentioned him, so all I'll say is that I've rolled a pretty interesting potion today.
I was trying to do, I was trying to hand it off to Barry, and unfortunately he handed it right back to me, and that's not how this works, but there you go.
Okay.
Silly Barry.
Okay. In that case, I really like how Theo flies around and is all flamey and stuff.
Right, that's fair. Theo, so Theo is...
There's more to Theo than that.
Who's Theo? Who is
Theo is my wildfire spirit. She is a fiery moth who is corporeal to some extent. You can like hold her and squish her and
and she doesn't burn you if you're lucky.
She keeps you warm like a
and she pops
hot
out
water
of a
bottle.
tattoo that is on your character's back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Well, Theo says well, I get the gist of what Theo says. Theo says that she likes that Ferald is incredibly intelligent and always willing to do what it takes, come up with some smart scheme to mess with the DM.
Right. That's what I need.
I am not deliberate. I just want to say I am not deliberately messing with the DM on this character.
On this character.
On this character.
Make that clear. Right.
That's what the other campaign is for.
You guys, presently, what the situation is that you've left the city of DAGDAGIEL under a certain amount of pressure, being chased by Barachiel wizards. They've decimated, unfortunately, Vespera's clan of wildfire sorcerers, wildfire druids, I'm sorry, and few of them have survived. Some of them have escaped. Some of them died helping others escape. But the Barachiel wizards have decimated their area, their home, essentially, in the neighboring location anyway.
They're going to wish that they hadn't.
They may well. And further to that, our characters, our companions, have fled with Drazan, one of the city guards that's on their side, who also has beef with the Barachiel Envoy because they have killed his children. And thusly, you guys found your way out to this fortress, this abandoned fortress out sort of in the scrublands, far beyond the city. And so, having been there, you cleared out some ogres and you found a little bit of treasure, nothing particularly important. But most importantly, the one treasure that you did find that was important was Hagelaz, tied up, I believe.
I was in a cage.
Locked up.
Yeah,
in a cage.
in like a hanging cage, I think.
That's right, yeah. And so you helped him escape, having killed all the ogres and whatnot, and then you took the other captives from the village that we were talking about. Now, that's a note I don't have in front of me. And having returned the captives back to their village, you guys have traveled all the way back. Taken a few days to do that. Now, you got to a tree, you'd made a camp at the tree, you fought some gnolls.
Yep.
Yeah. And so, having woken up the next morning, having taken watches and all of the usual sensible stuff that I'm sure you would do because you're not idiots, you get back on the road again, I assume. You've got a wagon and some horses, I think. I don't know if you're bringing the wagon back. In fact, the wagon does actually belong to the town that you came from, so you might have left it there.
I mean, I think
you could buy it off them.
If Feralt would have, suggested leaving it with him.
Okay.
I don't know about the others.
What do you guys? What's the consensus? Did you guys take the wagon or no?
It belongs to them. We'll be fine.
All right.
We'll be fine.
If we need a wagon, we can go visit them. Or we can buy one.
We've got two very strong gentlemen. They can carry whatever we need.
Surely Theo is capable. You can just teleport everything very slowly.
Just, yeah.
Not how it works.
6 seconds.
Not how it works.
You teleport them every 15 feet.
Yeah, 15 feet at a time every 6 seconds is very slow, but hey, you could have a race with another druid.
Most of it will be burnt.
So as you're approaching the fort at this point, you're coming back. You've woken up. You got back on the road, and you're traveling, and you can see up ahead in the dust plains ahead. You can see the The fort begins to sort of resolve on the horizon among the dust clouds that linger. You can see a few trees, and in the far distance the scrublands, and behind the scrublands they rise up into fairly barren hills, and then mountains behind that. And I will have a perception check, if I may. So, quick question. Jordan, are you going to run Rokan and Drazan for me tonight?
Yes, I am.
Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. I can close some tabs.
11.
Right. Reclaiming RAM space.
22 for Hayglass, 16 for Rokan, and 11 for Drazan.
Okay.
Dirty 20 for Furls.
Wow. All right. And
you know what? I'm just gonna roll. I'm gonna roll for Stolas as well.
Okay.
Stolas got a dirty 20 as well.
Okay. And what did Vespera get?
11.
11. Okay. Well, Vespera's a little. I don't know. Actually, we should roll for Drazan. Did we get a Drazan roll?
Yeah, he got 11.
He got 11 as well. Okay. Well, okay. So, that makes it clear. Drazan and Vespera are talking
to each other
as they ride, and not particularly paying attention to anything else. The rest of you, however, as the fort begins to resolve in the distance, you notice little specks of black in the air floating around above the fort.
Okay, I do not like this, so I am going to burn a spell slot and make one of those potions that Rokan likes so much, and hand it to him.
Okay. All right. So that gives that when he uses it, it will give him a D4.
When he uses it, it's basically single target bless, no concentration.
Right. Okay. And it works on attack rolls.
It works on attack rolls and saving throws. Adds a D4.
As a D4. Okay. Cool. Good to know. Okay. So what is the rest of you guys, except for Vespera and Drazan? You all will have noticed these specks, and as you get closer, you realize that they're obviously birds because they're flying specks, right? Hagalaz, you may or may not have any idea what that means.
You want me to do a history check?
That's a great idea.
I got A7. I have no idea.
You have no idea. You have no idea. Okay. But the rest of you kind of have a clue.
Mm-hmm.
So, how will you proceed? It's about 11 bells by the time you get to this point, by the way, in the morning.
I am going to send Stolas in stealthily to just kind of like keeping his distance, and keeping rather high up.
Okay.
Just go in and just have a look and report back.
Okay. All right, so he's going to make a stealth check.
Yep, he gets +3 to stealth.
Cool, so you can make a stealth check for me.
Yeah, I'll just roll manually.
Just a question, would we have had a long rest
yes,
before
most certainly have had a long rest.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, that is a...
2 long rests.
Okay. That is a 12 for stealth.
A 12 for stealth, okay. Very good. And Stolas wants to make a perception check.
Yep.
Possibly an investigation check, depending on whether he's intentionally doing a thing or whether it's just like...
He's not investigating, he's just seeing what he can see, and I'm going to look through and try and figure out stuff from when he gets back.
Let's make a perception check, and then when he returns, he can upload that data to your...
Okay, so he gets... I'm going to roll my perception and then add 2 to whatever he gets, because he gets advantage.
Okay.
Okay, so that is a 21.
21. Well, they're hawks. Most definitely hawks. When Stolas returns, he returns to you with very clear images of hawks that look very much like the hawks that you've seen. I'll tell you another thing that you notice at this point, also, Frelt, is that these hawks pretty much are always the same size. Like, they don't vary very much. They seem to be like cardboard cutouts.
They're just like somebody's just photocopied a hawk in 3D.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the situation.
So what's the positioning of the hawks like? Are they just near the fort, or are they like circling around?
They are circling over the dome.
Okay. And would he have gotten close enough to see anything else, like any carriages, horses, or anything like that? I mean, this was a 21. He might have seen
that's
something.
True. Yeah, no. Allow me to think about that for just a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are some horses. There are 2 horses.
Okay. And how many hawks?
2 hawks.
Okay. So I will then say to the others, looks like it's was.
I'm gonna. There's 3 horses.
Okay. Okay. So I then turn to the others and say, looks like we've got more of the red robes. Stolas sees 2 hawks and 3 horses. I'm thinking 2 wizards and a guard.
Well, we're going to have to take care of them.
Aye.
What are red robes?
Wizards. Nasty ones.
Okay then. Well, Vespera will, I guess, roll, just ride closer, right? Isn't that the issue, the thing?
Drazan says, are you sure we want to ride closer now? Perhaps we should wait until dusk. I mean, it's morning now. It means we'd have to wait all day, but perhaps the night approach would give us some advantage, unless you wish to ride straight in there and they will be prepared for us.
Well, perhaps, honestly, the more time that we give them, the worse off we will be. It would be better if we stealthed in. We have spells. I look at Rokan.
You look at Rokan, okay.
Yeah. We both have the ability to cloak everyone, so we can sneak in. But we can't just wait for them.
Why not?
Because it gives them more time to prepare what they need to do.
They could also have reinforcements arrive.
They could. How far are we? I don't believe Pass Without Trace lasts that long.
Pass Without Trace lasts quite a long time.
Well,
I mean, you're looking at from where you are at the moment. You're a couple of miles from the fort, looking down at it on a very gentle slope, and it's in a far distance on the horizon. Just as the horizon kind of begins to fade into, dissolves. So yeah.
What should we do about these horses? Like, should we take our horses as well? Because it's going to make it incredibly hard to stealth.
Aye, but is there anywhere we can hide them?
Rokan looks around.
Where you are right now?
Yeah.
There are. I mean, if you were to leave them here, you don't think anyone would be able to see where you are right now. It's just too far. The distance is just too far. And they'd really have to be looking. If you move them off the road back a little bit, maybe 100 meters or so, there's a grove of trees back there and a little embankment. You could put them around the back of there, which would make them impossible to see. And yeah.
How we know that Withered Bird can't see through?
We don't. Simply put, we don't. However, I think we should take the chance.
I agree. I think it's our best option.
All right.
Okay, we leave horses here and we stealth up. Okay. Leave horses.
However, okay, what we need to do is try and make it so that the horses are safe here as well.
We'll make sure they've got plenty of feed and water.
Hmm. Like there are gnolls out there. You know, we've fought them.
But it does appear to me that gnolls might be nocturnal.
Oh, right. You know, it probably makes a lot of sense. I've only
So
seen them at night. It makes sense.
just out of game, would I know if gnolls are actually
Can
nocturnal?
you make a nature check?
Nature. That is a 16.
Apparently you do know. They are not necessarily nocturnal, but they do operate better at nighttime.
Okay.
You know, they don't. There's nothing that says they have to be nocturnal.
Okay.
I roleplay them as a bit nocturnal because it's kind of useful to sneak around in the dark.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, I just say they do seem to prefer the night, but they are not. They're not strictly nocturnal. I suspect it won't be an issue. They would have to know the horses are here, but I agree. We should get back as quickly as we can.
Okay.
I could stay with them if you want, but I'm assuming you're going to need me.
I believe that is true. I suspect we'll need your assistance with this.
Very well.
And I'm sure that you'd like to get a little bit of payback.
Drazan draws his longsword.
Nice.
Let us begin. So, he starts walking, I guess, because you've put the horses back behind the thing. So you start walking back to the thing, and you're going to be stealthing?
When it becomes apparent that we need to, then we will. It lasts for an hour.
So basically the last hour, or you want a bit more than that because you want it to last whilst you're in there as well?
We've got multiple castings of it, so...
But it's not necessarily the best use for our spell slots.
It's okay. I think I can put aside, not, dismantling your poisons, etc. I think we can put that aside. That's fine. If you're poisoned, we'll just let you be poisoned.
Oh, that's
nice. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Gotcha.
Yeah. So we walk forward. Maybe give us an hour before we go. We'll stealth up, and then I'll cast it again. I'll do it twice.
Okay, so you shall we say, let's make a stealth check first of all. Let's give everybody advantage because you are helping each other and you're taking your time, and you've got pass without trace on, so you get plus 10.
Indeed.
So Rokan's coming up at 17. No, still not
that fucking sucks.
Feralt for a 17 for a 27. Vespera 7 for a 17. Rokan 16 for a 26. And Drazan a 7 for a 17. Which makes sense because he's wearing armor and stuff. Okay. So with those checks, okay. All right, as you get closer and you get to about half a mile away, and you start really sort of sneaking from rock to rock and that type of thing to approach the place, can I get perception checks from everybody, please?
12 for Hagelaz.
Feralt for a 17, Vespera for a 14, Hagelaz is a 12. We need a Drazan and a Rokan. Drazan is a 5, so he's busy. Rokan is an 8, he's busy too. Okay, that's cool. Feralt, you're keeping an eye on these birds, and so is Stolas, right?
I didn't roll for Stolas, but yeah, he's like just on my shoulder.
That's fine. You and Stolas together notice that one of the birds has peeled off and is meandering in a wide circle. It's kind of going generally in your direction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I point that out to the others that the hawk is approaching us.
Let's hide.
And before we do go any further, we shall have an initiative check because, combat might happen.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Wow, 23 for Vespera for initiative.
Natural 20.
Fucking hell.
Boy.
Rokan is an 18, Frelt is an 8, and Drazan is a 16. Very nice. Cool. Why do I have a feeling Hagelaz is not in there? I haven't got you yet, Hagelaz. I'm going to have to edit this encounter, which surprises me because I thought I had already done this.
What's interesting is, like, his other checks have come up. Is just... Oh, yeah, there's his initiative roll. Could just be D&D Beyond playing games.
That's its whole purpose.
Unhide character. Here we go. That's better.
Yeah, but not playing the fun kind of games.
Run encounter. Oh my god, it's just killed all my initiative rolls. Okay, Vespera was a 23.
Oh, yeah.
Rokan was a 18?
We can have a look.
Hang on, I'm looking.
18.
Yeah, Rokan was 18.
18.
Drazan was 16.
Drazan was...
Hagelaz was 18, and Furlt was 8.
Fralt. Good old Fralt. You could have told me 18 then, I would have lied. I would have listened. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but Furlt wouldn't lie about that.
No. Alright, so Vespera, you are at the top of the initiative, just so that you know. With your 23, are you surprised? No, of course you're not. Alright, so what are you doing? As you step forward and you've learned that one of the hawks has broken off and is coming in your direction.
We're hiding.
You're going to hide?
Right. I mentioned to everyone to hide.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We have Pass Without Trace. We might as well make the most of it.
All right. All right.
Stealthy?
Can you make another perception check, everyone?
No.
Another 11. Frelt was a 3. Hagelaz, 17. Nice.
I'm going to roll for a Stolas now.
Okay. 18 for Stolas, I think. Oh, no, that was Rokan.
Stolas got a 10.
Okay.
So...
Stolas is busy. Did Stolas roll with advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
That was with advantage.
That was with advantage. All right. So, looking at these... Get my game log up. Drazan and Feralt don't notice Dick. Rokan and Hagelaz, or Feralt doesn't notice Dick. Vespera doesn't notice anything, but Rokan and Hagelaz, from your hidden positions. Now, just remind me, Hagelaz, what was your stealth check like?
My stealth check was a... Let me just have a quick look in the log.
Actually, I can go back and have a quick look too.
He got a 12 for 22.
12, right. Okay, Hagelaz, what you notice is the hawk flying directly at you. It's about 300 feet away.
Okay, cool.
200 feet.
This was my stealth check, right?
Your stealth check was at 12. Your perception check was
remember, pass without a trace?
According to my stealth, it was a 18
So it
for a
would have been
28.
28? Okay.
Yeah, because I got a 18, because I got a 15 plus 3.
In which case, I will amend this slightly and say that it's going directly towards Drazan, who got a 17, including his pass without a trace.
We like, our goal was to hide currently. So would we make a new check?
Another
So hide behind something?
You want to make
Yeah.
another stealth check? I don't think you can, and the reason I'm saying that is because you guys are all kind of already hidden. You already made your stealth checks, and the hawk is flying towards you, and if you move into another position, it will definitely see you. Some of you are already hidden. Some of you are not and have been noticed.
Okay.
And that's the problem. So
right.
The hawk flies in towards Drazan, And Drazan's already got his blade out, and he just sort of goes into a parrying position, like he's taking the dodge action, essentially. And he leans back and pulls his shield out as the hawk approaches. But it flies straight over him and back up in the air and then wheels off as if it's going back to the fort.
Do we believe it saw something?
Well, it must have seen Drazan.
Okay, well, I don't think we would allow it to live.
Okay.
At that point, although that will ultimately alert them.
Rokan?
At that point,
Yeah.
I will, because I saw it,
Yeah.
I will follow it through and go Hunter's Mark and...
Okay, so as it comes through, you Hunter's Mark it,
Yeah.
knock an arrow,
Yeah.
and roll a hit.
That's a 25 to hit.
I think you might have hit.
I think so too. So that's going to be a 7 plus Hunter's Mark, which is going to take forever to get to. Hunter's Mark plus another 6.
Mm-hmm.
Plus that D4. Oh no, did he take the potion? Don't need the D4. Don't need the D4.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Rokan, you fire one arrow at it and you hit it right through the head. The bird tosses and tumbles and falls, hits the ground. You don't see exactly where it lands. You've got your hunter's mark on it, so you kind of know where it landed, but you can't see it with your actual eyes. It's sort of not in visual range, so to speak. But you can kind of guess that it's dissolving because that's what they do.
Can I see the other birds?
There's only one other bird, and yes, but it is a long way away.
Okay, so I can't move my hunter's mark.
You know what? As a bonus action, is there...
Yeah, but the range is like 90 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, the range is 90
You'd have to be
feet.
a lot closer to move your hunter's mark. It's a set... you know what, Barry? I am prepared to let you keep your spell slot for your hunter's mark, because you didn't need it for that bird.
Okay. Okay.
Which is very nice of me. I'd just like to say.
Yes, I appreciate it.
I'm going to turn to the others and say, I'm going to turn into something that can be stealthier, just so that they can't see me coming. If you can't see me, just know that I'm going to be there, okay?
All right.
And I'm going to turn into...
you.
Lovely. I'm going to turn into some sort of like cat once I figure out what is within my CR. One moment.
All right, and you're going to get yourself a stat block.
Yeah.
And you're going to run that stat block for your character sheet until you change back. Okay, so that's Vespera. She's doing that. It's going to take probably an action, I take it, to do that.
Turn into something. And yeah, probably.
I think it might actually be a bonus action.
Oh, wait, yeah, bonus action. That's right. I rarely do this. I rarely use it this way.
Excellent. And then what? And then...
I'm going to peel off a little and hide in the shadows so that if they get attacked spontaneously, I can at least be there as a secondary defense.
So you're going to be a cat that's hiding. Are you going to be within range of Rokan and his Pass Without a Trace?
Well, it was me casting it.
I really hate that.
It was me casting it. And
oh, so you're the center of it. Okay, cool. No worries.
And I will be close enough that everyone gets to keep it.
Cool. All right. So you stay close as a cat. You're hiding. All right. So let's get another stealth check from you.
Okay.
And then
I need to figure out what I want to be first.
That's fine. And we might as well get a stealth check from everybody else too. While we're at it. With your
True it. Oh my goodness. Oh, are we helping each other?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Otherwise,
I'm out of here, guys. You can't see me.
You're invisible.
I have like 33, right?
Oh my god, Hagelaz. Is that a 5?
Does not help. Yeah, that's a 5.
Jesus. So 15, but still.
So 15.
What the hell? All right. Very nice.
And Drazan is 7.
Just 7. Jesus.
Come on, guys, pick it up.
17 again. All right.
Like, Drazan does not do stealth.
He does not do stealth very well, does he? At least not in this circumstance. Okay. All right. Well, you approach the fort. You know that coming at it the direction that you're coming at it, the left-hand side end is where the main entrance is. The other side is the entrance in which you came in originally, whether you fought the ogre and you came through the hole into the complex, or the ogres, I should say. So which way are you planning to get in? I mean, the walls are big. You could climb them. They could possibly kill you if you fall off them, or they could crumble and you may die that way too. Or you can go around, or you can look for another way in if you can think of an approach. But you're presently coming from the west, heading east. No, east heading west. That's what I mean to say.
Is this a map on Roll20?
On Roll20, actually.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Also, you need to add my
Your token.
my token to that one as well.
Okay. Do I have a token for that? I did last time, didn't I?
Yeah, we're just using the generic Goliath token.
Okay. Are you okay with that for the moment?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I think that's what I'm just going to stick with because it's easy.
It's actually quite a good token too, to be honest.
It is.
Generic Goliath. Here we go.
I think Panther is what I'd like to go with.
Okay.
Okay.
Question, is this going to be a red panther?
I doubt it. Maybe it'll have like it'll probably have her same eyes. You know, the
But
fiery
just-
eyes, but just
Fiery eyes,
a
yeah.
Black Panther, like because of stealth. I want to keep that.
A Black Panther at high noon?
I don't get it. I'm not 100 years old. I'm sorry.
I'm saying that
Ouch.
that wasn't a reference. I'm saying that it's the middle of the day
Oh.
and it's not dark.
It is not dark.
All right then, cowboy. Sorry, I'm not. I'll stop picking on you, Avery.
Objects and tokens.
It's okay. Gotta be a kitty.
Okay, Rokan's there.
I mean, Velociraptor. I doubt I would have ever seen a Velociraptor, but dang, that's good.
Okay, Theo's there.
Okay.
Cool. So, all right. So you kind of get the idea. Is that happening? Do you have the idea? You getting the gist? So at the moment, I mean, the way the map is at the moment, you're coming in from the top of the map. So let's not worry about directions, but top, bottom, left, right. Okay. Can you see yourselves on the map?
Yep.
Cool. Excellent. That's what I like to hear.
Oh, yep.
Now I guess I better give some permissions to our good friend over here. Controlled by Hagelaz. Save. You got him?
I'm putting Theo in the corner because she's not actually there.
Okay.
Despair's more likely to be over here in Panther form or something. Close enough that she can get everyone, keep everyone in the range of pass without a trace.
Right.
But all these
Okay.
things I should figure out.
Cool bananas. So, what do you want to do? How are you going to approach this?
Well, what I would do is send Stolas up on top of the wall to get eyes on the other side of the wall.
Okay. Well, looking down from the other side of the wall into the complex, you see the horses tied up outside the main entrance that Rokan entered in originally. That went into the chamber where you fought the ogres, the ogres that were fighting over the goat, if you recall that.
Mm-hmm.
And so the horses are kind of parked here. I don't know if you can see where I'm pinging. Where's Stolas? I can put Stolas here just so you can see. So the horses are kind of here.
Oh, yep. Okay, well, Stolas would just, like, find a nook or a cranny on one of the walls to hide in.
Okay. Can make a stealth
and
check.
basically...
Stealth check.
Okay. I'm going to roll manually. He gets a +3. Yeah, he must be just... He's an owl during the day. He got a 7.
I mean, if I was able to, I probably would have been. Yeah, I would have been. As long as he hasn't gone too far, he could have had pots without a trace.
Yeah, but
he's gone too far.
You've
gone too far this time, Stolas.
He's a bird. He's not smart.
Okay, so that's what Stolas has seen, but the other bird is still above. And you believe that you've avoided being seen by that bird thus far. However, Stolas, he made a new stealth check, didn't he?
Yeah.
It was 7.
Yes.
Okay. Unfortunately, Stolas has been sighted by that bird. And what's Stolas's AC?
I think I'll double check, but I believe it's 11.
How many hit points does Stolas have?
1.
Okay, Stolas is dead.
Okay. So I guess we just...
Stolas doesn't come back.
Yeah. Well, was that within 100 feet?
No.
101.
No, it was more like 2 or 300 feet.
Oh, right, because these are 20-foot squares.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so basically I just feel that my connection to Stolas has been cut off.
Yep.
And it's like... Okay, well, I basically just report back to the others that... Stolas is gone. They saw him.
I'm not with you guys, but I probably could still have heard that.
You might have heard them. I mean, you're within 30 feet of them because you are passing without tracing them, right?
Yeah.
So you can hear them. As long as,
okay.
They're not shouting and breaking their stealth too much. Okay, Rokan, what are you doing? You're up against the wall. You can make your way up to the wall without any issues if you want to.
Where's that bird? Did I see that bird?
What you've seen, Rokan, is you've seen Feralt's bird, Stolas, fly into the complex and not come back. You also saw the other hawk drop from its position and is no longer there.
All right.
I will get a perception check from everyone now.
Okay.
I will be looking for it.
Where are you, Panther? Panther. Okay. What was that? Perception check, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, perception. 16?
16, pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. So we got 16 from Vesperis, 18 from Drazan, 13 from Rokan, 21 from Feralt. Okay.
And that's a natural. That's a natural 20.
Okay. Well, certainly Feralt, you hear the sound of coming from the other side of the wall somewhere, and you all hear rubble falling and crumbling and sort of, chunks of stone and dust settling on the other side somewhere in the complex.
I think I'd like to rush in.
Okay.
Okay, so which way?
I see a black cat just like goes and whoosh.
Okay, so my question now is, how do you go in, Vespera?
I think I'd like to still keep the stealth, but be quite quick. Hug shadows and stuff. I'm a black kitty who has pastel traits on them, and I do apologize, but yours will probably disappear.
Yeah.
Because I'm going in protectively.
Um, so I'm just going to add that when I see Vespera running off,
Yeah.
I imagine you're like running up to the wall and then just like kind of running along the base of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I run up to the wall and just kind of like flatten myself against the wall.
Okay. Yep. So are you guys going to try and keep up with Vespera?
I'm not. I've got a different plan.
Okay. Is anybody going to keep up with Vespera? Nope.
Mm.
I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, so Vespera's taken off. The rest of you are sitting by the wall, basically in the middle of the wall from one end to the other, halfway, approximately, unless you have plans otherwise.
Okay.
Do you go left or right? Or do you stay where you are? Or are you going to go over the wall? Are you going to dig a hole? Are you going to walk through the wall? Are you going to turn into beetles? I don't know.
Am I near the broken part of the wall?
The broken part of the wall is all the way around the other side of the complex. So you'd have to walk half a mile to get there. But there is an entranceway, a little bit less, about a couple 100 feet around on the left-hand side. That's the main entrance. You've seen the main entrance before. You came out the main entrance when you left, in fact.
And climbing could kill me.
Well, only if you fall.
Yeah, well...
There's ways and means of doing things that, lead to less risk.
Okay, I'm gonna look for a place to climb up.
Okay. And also, before we do continue, I will just quickly say, Jay the Baddie Catcher, thank you for watching. Welcome to Rollstream. Meet my friends. I'm Russell, by the way, and you probably heard the introduction, so welcome. Okay, so moving right along. So Barry, you're looking for a way up or over or through the wall, is that correct?
That is correct.
All right, can we get an investigation check for Rokan, please?
Certainly we can do that. That is going to be a 17.
17. Okay, Rokan, you do spot a place where you think climbing the wall might be more possible than in other places. Probably the safest spot you can find. There's parts of it where it's kind of collapsed, and there's a few places where, rocks and stones have slipped and fallen, and they've left handholds and climbing spaces. So would you like to make an athletics check to climb that wall?
Yes, I would.
You would?
Okay, so just as I see him about to climb up the wall, I pull a potion off my belt and slam it back.
Okay.
Grab a rope out of my bag of holding and hand him one end.
Rope.
And at a rate of 10 feet per round, or 20 if I dash,
Yeah.
I just fly up into the air.
Okay, so what are you doing?
It's a potion of flying. 10 feet of flying movement for 10 minutes.
Nice. So you're using a potion of flying. Okay, so
Yeah,
you fly up holding the rope.
Yeah, I fly up like tight against the wall, holding the rope,
Slowly.
and basically like then when I get to the top, I slow down and just kind of like go over the top, and like look for something to anchor it to.
Okay. Can you make an investigation check when you get to the top of the wall?
Okay.
And Rokan, obviously, you've just seen for a fucking fly.
Yeah, that's a 13.
13.
Me not seen that one before.
You find you find something that you might be able to tie the rope onto.
Okay. Does it? I can tie it on, but how strong do I think it is?
Well,
like
you've tested it with a 13 on your investigation check. It was pretty good.
Okay. Well, like I'm a bit skeptical about this architecture, even if like, and this is something I would say even if I thought it was like a 20. So I'm going to like just make sure it's really tight, and I'm also going to try and hold onto it as well, lying flat on the wall.
Well, I will get you to make a sleight of hand check, and because you're being so careful, you can have advantage. So Jay the Baddie Catcher, you're rolling these guys are rolling a D20. This is a 20-sided dice. So the numbers, the natural numbers on the dice go from 1 to 20, obviously, and then these guys get bonuses depending on what skills they're doing. So different skills have different modifiers for each character, depending on their class and their race and how they built their character. So they're rolling a d20 and adding like a number between usually anywhere from sort of -2 to about +7. I think Rokan might have a +9 or something for stealth, which is ridiculously high.
Yeah, because he gets expertise.
Yeah. So does that kind of answer your question? So they roll the dice, and I have a challenge rating in my head, which is basically a number. They have to meet it or beat it in order to succeed on a check. And combat's similar as well. They're rolling to hit things, and they have to roll with a d20. They get bonuses. They're trying to beat an armor class in that case. And then they do hit point damage with damage dice. So there's more dice. You'll see all of this. Don't worry. We'll get to this. Hopefully. And hopefully it will be fun. Okay. So, you float up to the top. You did a sleight of hand check with an advantage and rolled a 9.
Yeah, I must have used up all my good rolls for the night.
I think you did. Okay, well, you're pretty sure it's good. You mean you feel like it's okay? Okay.
Yeah, I'm still going to be like... I'm just like, it's old architecture, and he's a freaking orc.
Yeah. He's also very, very dexterous.
He is very dexterous, muscly. But yeah, it's just like, I'm just saying I don't trust the architecture given the age of it.
That's fair.
So I'm going to be like, I'm like trying to anchor it myself as well, just in case the architecture gives out.
Okay. So, all right. So Rokan, you can make an athletics check with advantage because Ferelt's gone to so much trouble to help you in this respect. So Jordan, if you can make so you're doing it. Oh,
that's a 20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 with advantage. So dirty 20, Jay the baddie catcher. The baddie catcher, yes. I'm trying to get your name right. A dirty 20, that just means all of his modifiers plus his dice added up to 20. Whereas a natural 20 is a critical. So that's different. Anyway, all right, so Rokan, you climb the wall and you get to the top and you scale over onto the top and you're laying flat on the wall at this point, still stealthing, I'm assuming, right?
Very carefully, yes. Very stealthy, very sneaky.
Ferelt's kind of levitating next to you.
Well, no, I can fly. I'm not levitating. I'm flat on the wall as well.
You're flat on the wall. Okay,
yeah.
As well. Okay, cool. And Hagel.
My character goes,
what did you do?
Where you learn to fly?
You think if I could do it all the time, I would?
Oh, okay. That is so cool. So cool.
It's not very fast though.
Good enough for this though.
Hey Glass, what are you doing?
I see Rokan going up the rope, so I'm going to follow.
You're going to follow? Okay, so you can make an athletics check with advantage.
Does Rokan notice this at all?
That he's coming up after you?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Well, I'll grip the rope myself and put myself in a good position.
All right, well, his athletics check comes to a dirty 16, so I'm good with that. You get to the top of the rope. You climb up onto the flat surface on top of the wall, and at that point, I'm happy to put... who we got here? You... you... Rokan. Stolas is not here right now. Good night, Stolas. Vespera, you're going this way. So I'm going to move you to, around the corner basically, so somewhere around there. Okay?
Yep.
Vespera, you haven't seen anybody or anything. You've seen a scorpion climbing through the sand at one point. A little scorpion, nothing particularly dangerous.
I have 50-foot speed, by the way, so... I'm going to be like zooming through. If I need to climb something, I will. I've got 40-foot climb speed.
You got a climb speed.
So if the quickest way to do things was to just get over the wall, I would have done it.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, Vespera, I mean, you can go straight up the wall. You can get to the top of the wall here. But what you do notice is on the other side of the wall is an even bigger wall, and a 10-foot, sort of Yeah, it's about 10 foot because it's cutting off that square gap between the walls. And at this point is where the most rubble is, making it the least amount of climbing.
Okay, I will use that.
Okay, so you climb up onto the next wall.
Yep.
And from there, I believe... Why do we have a dead ogre there? Did I accidentally move him? I think I did. I'm gonna
Just
move
left him there.
Let's just grab you.
We did clean him up.
You back here.
Also, hello, Vancouver by night.
Oh, awesome. Welcome. Love having you. Cue bananas. Okay, so you are at the top of this wall. All right.
Yeah.
And what you're looking at now, Vespera, is the area around the actual fort itself. This is like another squished zone between walls. It must have been fucking impregnable when it was in its heyday. A little bit easier to get into now. So from here, what you can do, Vespera, using your climbing, is climb over this wall. There's more rubble up here.
Yep, I'll do that.
So you come back down here, and those guys have seen you. Well, they may or may not have seen you, actually, because you're stealthing as hell.
Yeah, I still have the pass without trace.
Right, so you can get up to the top of this wall, and you can look down into this area here. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
Looking back, however, you cannot see the others because of the two walls between, or the wall between you and them.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And that wall, they are consecutively higher than each other. So there's basically three consecutively higher walls, and the third one is part of a complex that's got towers and buildings inside of it. Vancouver by night. I'm good. Just released a vampire supplement, so I'm relieved. Less stressed. Haha.
Amazing.
Oh, nice.
Well done. Great work. I'll have to check that shit out, buddy. Cool. All right, so you guys told the wall. What are you going to do?
So that potion lasts 10 minutes. I'm assuming we've used, like, what?
30, 40 seconds.
30 seconds, a minute?
Yeah, maybe a minute.
So I am going to I'm going to fly over to the other wall.
All right.
Up to the top, flat on top with the rope.
Okay.
This time what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hook my grappling hook on the edge and just kind of like hold it down there rather than trusting the architecture.
Okay. Cool. Excellent. So you can do that. And what are the others going to do?
Well, I've left the other end of the rope with them, so that's up to them.
What do you guys want to do? I mean, you could feasibly climb the rope directly to where Feralta is, hand over hand, or
I feel like, I mean, it's only a 10-foot gap. I think it might be better for them to just kind of like
jump,
swing across to the wall and climb up.
Yeah, I mean, you could also feasibly jump. What is the stats for jumping? Because it's like
you
have to have a run up.
You need a 10-foot run. So if that's if that wall is at least 10 foot wide,
yeah,
and those guys both have high strength,
yeah,
they could jump that.
I would give you a 10-foot run up for that. Yeah, I don't see any reason why you can't jump. But we'll make an athletics check. If you roll a 1, you fail. Okay. Other than
and
that,
they should have a. I mean, they've got the rope as well. Like
yeah. I mean, if they do fail, they will have to make a dex save to catch the rope and not fall all the way down.
Yeah.
So let's get athletics check. Hagelaz was a 16. Woot woot. Rokan, is that a 20 I'm seeing? Or are you rolling again?
This is a new one.
These are new checks. Oh, Hagelaz is a 22. Okay, and Rokan is a 7, but should have advantage because of the rope.
Yes, that's right. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that with advantage, actually. 16.
16, nice. In any case, as I said, it would have been a natural 1, so you both jump across to the next wall. Boof. Boof. Okay. So from there, you may make a perception check to see Vespera, unless Vespera makes herself obvious to you. But that's okay.
She's probably not going... I'm not going to drop Pass Without Trace. So how about I roll, and if you can see me, you can see me.
All right, so let's make perception checks for you guys then.
Let me just roll stuff.
Hey, guys got a 20.
What was that perception?
Rokan's...
Natural 20.
Yeah. Oh, Rokan got a natural 20. Ooh,
Nice.
For a 24.
Question. What happened to Drazan?
Yeah, what did happen to Drazan? Shit. That is a great question. Okay.
So I would have got 22. So yeah, the natural 20 would have been able to see me.
They would have been able to?
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Well, the natural 20 would have been able to see me.
Right.
Hmm.
And whoever saw you
Scaling
could
walls.
Point you out, maybe.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm just bringing a token in for Drazan. Drazan. Can I spell your name? Yes. Okay, and he is movable by all players. Cool. Okay, so let us assume what do you think Drazan would do? What do you want Drazan to do?
He would follow after. He'd go up the rope.
He'd go up the rope. He'd go across.
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's make athletics.
Well, he's
check
not stealthy. He's
for Drazan.
That's a 23.
23. Okay, he's there. And we get another
Jesus.
And another one. Cool.
Does he have heavy armor on with disadvantage?
For stealth, he does, but
not for
it
athletics.
doesn't give him
That's a
disadvantage.
14.
14.
Right.
Okay. He gets across. We will get a stealth check for Drazan. It will have advantage. Actually, no advantage because
with with nothing.
It's an 8.
So it's an 18 with pass without trace. He doesn't have it right now because he's quite a way away.
They would have gone too far. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Cool. So you guys will have noticed that Drazan was a bit noisy getting across, and Fralt and Hagelaz and Rokan, you guys are well hidden and snuck up there and didn't make a sound, and now this clattering, bashing, plate-armored fucker comes tumbling up the wall and rolls over onto the top of the wall going, damn, that was hard. What now? Put him to sleep, says Jay the baddie catcher.
Well, basically, I'm going to make the decision to just... I've still got the potion of flying going. So it's going to take me... If I dash, it'll take me 12 seconds to get across. But I'm going to go... Because that looks about... Oh, wait, no, maybe only... I don't know. Yeah, probably 12 seconds. I want to go across to the opposite wall.
Okay. So you're going to make an athletics check. Oh, no, you're flying.
No, I'm flying.
You're flying.
The flying alchemist.
The flying alchemist. As you're doing that, I'll get everybody to make a perception check.
15.
Okay.
9.
So success for Vespera, failed for Hagelaz. Rokan is a
dirty 20.
Dirty 20, so it's success.
Drazan
is rolling a 10, so he's panting. And we got a Faralt was a 9, right? Okay, so 9.
I'm busy flying.
20, 10. Vespera and Rokan. So Vespera, what you literally see is this shape above you on the right-hand side leaps from the dome area on top of the 3rd floor of the area that you guys have been inside and fought monsters in. It leaps from that dome area across from the 3rd floor over to the wall that you are actually on, Vespera, about there.
Does he see me?
You don't think it's... Well, you don't know. It's a black shape. It's... Can you make... What did you get? You got a...
15.
15. Yeah.
I saw the shape.
It's humanoid, but incredibly fast and strong. Maybe very big too, and dark, shadowy kind of thing. I mean, you were looking here when you saw something move up there, and so you quickly looked to see it, and didn't catch much of it.
Any chance I can make an Arcana check? I've come across a lot of mages in my time, so.
You can make an Arcana check, sure.
Okay.
Sure, you can.
No. 10.
Yeah, you've no idea. It didn't give off any immediately arcane things. It didn't seem to be using magic at that moment, whatever it
Okay.
was, or whoever they were.
Can I see if things are like going through it or whatever, or I
Um,
want to be able to make a decision as to whether I should run up and attack
right.
it.
Well, where it is right now, it's kind of crouched down into the shadows and is also hiding.
Okay, I'm gonna go get him.
You're gonna go and get him. Okay, so Rokan, you got a even better roll, but you were further away, so you didn't see it make. You know what? You could have actually. You might have seen it. Something jump from where the dome was, but you've seen it. Yeah, fuck it. You could see it land on the wall where Vespera and Feralt are.
Okay. Right.
What I would like to do is I would like to run up, and if there's a component pouch, I want to like grab it and like knock him so that he like tumbles forward.
Okay.
But doesn't have his component pouch in order to catch himself.
Right. So you're gonna go running at it. Are you using all of your movement speed?
Yes.
Are you still stealthed? Is this a surprise attack or what?
Surprise attack.
Okay,
Yep.
so you will need to make a stealth check to get to him, right? Okay.
Okay.
15 right now. Okay.
Should I roll?
Yeah, make your stealth check.
Okay. 32.
32. All right. As you approach, what you see... Just a second. So you see this tall, gaunt creature huddling. It's humanoid. It has claws. It has a short, stubby tail. And it has a strange-looking scorpion-like, whip-like tail coming out of the back of its head that curls over the front of its face. Its face is this gnarled, demonic creature. It does have 2 eyes and a mouth, but its nose is flat and all of its skin is black.
Okay.
And its teeth are sticking up at all angles. It's just this very vicious looking face. It's very lean and wiry, and it looks very strong. And it's a medium creature, but it's as big as a medium creature can basically get, still being medium. Okay?
Okay, well, I suddenly realized what it is because we fought it. I like slow down and then I just like hide away
Okay.
because
And as you're
I
doing
need to
that,
be this. I need to be out of there.
Right, and as you're sneaking towards it and you realize these things, you see it leap to the other wall.
Okay, just going to check my friends, but my friends are fucking tanks.
Right.
Aren't ya, Haglas?
In fact, Vespera, you see it climb off the wall and down the other side.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So
I'm going to.
the last place that you see it. Where the token is only tells you where the last place that you saw it was.
I'm reading my action. I think I'm gonna keep an eye out for wizards.
Okay. Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna ready to like pounce on one. Right. And do exactly what I said before.
I think that Barry, because you saw it leap the first time, you get an opportunity to see it leap to your wall, and so thusly you do. You see this creature leap over to the wall where you are, and then it drops down the side of the wall, like behind you.
Yeah.
And you don't know where it is at this point. I mean, you can go and look if you want.
As I see it,
Yep.
as soon as I see it the first time,
Yep.
I Hunter's Mark it.
Okay. Hunter's marked. Okay,
I'm ready.
In which case, you know where it is then. You get the impression, Barry, you can sense that it is climbed down the wall a few feet, and it's moving along the wall now.
Okay. I tell the others quietly, it's moving along the wall in that direction. And I get ready for it, because it's going to show its little self soon.
Okay. Very good. And as you do... Oh, wait, this has to be much smaller.
Is there any cover around here at all?
Cover, you're on top of a wall.
Yeah, I
Not
didn't
much
think
cover.
so.
I mean, the wall itself, you could hang down one side of it and use it for cover or something like that.
Okay.
So, I will get perception check from everyone. Difficulty is 12.
That's a dirty 20 for me.
21.
Ooh,
10.
14.
14.
Poor
Okay.
Gerald.
Oh, welcome, C.S. Graham. So, I've got a 21 and 14. Okay, well, two of you realize that Drazan is now shrouded in darkness. And he calls out, "Gods, what is this? Infernal darkness," he says.
Quite literally.
Yeah. And then you hear the sound of combat inside that darkness. Damn it, there's something in here! Somebody get rid of it! Vesper, it's your turn. We're in combat now, by the way.
I would like to postpone my turn, please.
So you are going to hold an action?
Yes.
What action would you like to hold?
I am going to keep an eye out for wizards.
Okay.
I'm still remaining stealth,
Okay.
in stealth.
Yeah.
And I'm going to, just
So you just...
if I see one, I'm gonna run up and then just frickin'
All right.
take the component pouch and knock them off the roof. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So you're holding your action. Excellent. Hagelaz, what would you
Yes.
like to do? Now you are 20, 40, 60 feet from where Drazan and his... Well, actually, that's only according to the map. You guys, in my head, you guys are next to each other, so you
Yeah,
might
I mean,
be
they
a
would
lot
have
less
been.
than that.
They would have been pretty close to each other.
Yeah, I
They
think,
might have spread out a little bit.
yeah, but definitely, you'd all be in the same square, actually. To be fair, you'd be a lot closer. So a little bit of theater of the mind to augment the map. Okay. All right. So Hagelaz.
I'm not too sure what's going on here. So I'm going to take out Nightbane and I'm going to like swing on the side of the wall.
Okay. Stay on the side of the wall.
I'm going to, so like what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the wall here, like the side of the wall's here. I'm going to use...
Hang down over it.
Not hang down over it, I'm just going to hold Nightbane and just swing and see if I can hit something.
Through the darkness.
Through the darkness. I'm just going to see if I can hit something on the side of the wall. So I'm holding Nightbane upside down, so the head of the axe is
Okay.
near my feet, and I'm just going to swing, kind of going in a pendulum motion.
Ah, okay. Right. All right. I mean, you can make an attack roll with disadvantage, please.
With disadvantage. Yep, we can do that.
Jojo has inspiration for your continued longevity.
Nice.
Nice.
You're gonna need it.
I'm going to use that. So would this now just be a normal roll, or would you like me to roll with
If
disadvantage
you're using
again?
it will be a normal roll, yes.
A normal roll. Okay, cool. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
A 19 to hit. Well, you connect with something.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll have some damage, please.
Sweet. That is going to be 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Okay, so quick answering questions from the audience. What does that point mean? So we're talking about advantage, disadvantage. Basically, advantage gives you the chance to roll 2 dice and take the highest number instead of what you would normally do is roll 1 dice and add your mods. Whereas with advantage, you get to roll 2 and choose the one that's got the highest number on it and then add your mods. Disadvantage is the exact same thing, but backwards. You roll 2 dice and take the lowest number, and that sucks. So he had advantage. He hit with a 20, what was it? A 19 to hit, and then did 10 points of damage. And that is 10 points of magical damage because it is a magical weapon, yeah?
He means the channel point redemption.
Ah, the inspiration. Okay, that's what gives you that can give you advantage. Sorry, me talking nonsense. Okay, so you did 10 points of magical damage. Is that right?
Just no normal damage.
It's
slashing
normal?
damage.
Is it not a magical weapon? Isn't it a +1 weapon?
It's a +1 to hit, and it's a +4, so it was 10 points of damage.
Technically, it's a magical weapon.
Yeah.
So it does full damage. Excellent. And you feel it connect with something, and when it swings back to you, it's covered in black goo on the end of it. Okay?
And as a free action, I'm going to take some of that goo and rub it on my face.
Okay.
As like a war paint type thing.
Nice. You can have inspiration for that. And also, do you have any other bonus actions, movement, flavor, dialogue?
As a bonus action, I am going to rage.
Oh, okay. Raging. Excellent. That's your turn. Yeah?
That is my turn.
Should have done that before,
young man. You would have got an
I
extra
should've-
2 damage out of that.
I should have done that, but oh well.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Okay, Rokan, you've got a hunter's mark on this guy. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you kind of know where he is, and if you, yep.
Just before we get too deep, I did give Rokan that potion. Rokan probably would have drunk it before the creature got close.
Yeah, I was about to mention that.
Okay, Rokan. So you've drunk the potion. This potion. Yep. Okay, so this is the plus D4 essentially.
To hit and saves.
Right, hits and saves. Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right, Rokan. You know where it is. You can peep over the side of the wall and you can see it there. You know that it hasn't seen you, and you don't think it's seen Vespera either. In fact, it looks like it's going for Drazan. Drazan seems to be the one that doesn't really, it isn't doing very well on the stealth here.
Okay.
Okay, so you've hunter's mark. Are you going to shoot it?
Yep.
Okay, 2 shots, please.
Yep.
Joe Jordan.
Oh,
Jodan.
I completely forgot that I had 2 attacks as well.
Oh, you forgot your second attack. We better roll your second attack as well.
Which will probably not get anything, so that's all right.
But you're raging now.
You are raging, so if you do hit, you get a +2 bonus to damage.
It was a natural 1.
A natural. Oh my
Oh,
god.
goodness.
I'm gonna use my inspiration to do that again.
Good idea, because you don't want to lose Nightbane up here.
No, I don't. That's dirty 20 to hit.
So you went from a natural 1 to a dirty 20. Okay, so that hits.
Cool. So that's going to be an extra 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. Dirty fucker. Okay.
I'm also going to say that I technically wasn't raging when I did my second attack, so...
Nonsense. You
No,
did.
should have been.
Cool. Okay, fine then. It's 17 points of damage then.
That's another 2. Excellent.
Stop nerfing yourself.
All right. So, Hagelas, that was your turn. Rokan, you fired your first shot and rolled a 11, which will not hit this creature's natural armor. Your second arrow, however, might.
With a 2, so no.
With a 2 plus 7.
That's plus a D4 though. The first one.
Yeah, plus a D4 on that first one. Yeah.
I don't know how much armor he has, but that might make the difference.
Is this actually darkness? Because if it is, then it was a concentration check.
Good point. Con save, yeah.
So that would have been a 12 to hit.
A 12
for the
to
first
hit.
one.
12 does not hit. So neither of Rokan's attacks hit. Your arrows are kind of hitting it, but they're not penetrating it. Its natural armor is quite deflective and has lots of little bumps and things in it, causing the arrows to deflect at odd angles.
Okay.
Now, the next question was concentration. It failed its concentration check, and
You can
thusly the darkness dispels. So we will remove that. Boof. Okay, done. Excellent. Now, that was Rokan's turn.
Yep.
Drazan has now had the darkness lifted off him, and he can do something. I'm technically playing him, but you're rolling for him. Jordan, would you like to make an attack with Drazan?
Yes, certainly. He's going to attack with his longsword. It's going to be a natural 1.
Really? A natural 1?
Yep.
What if I give him... I'll give him my inspiration.
Okay. and now he can roll again.
For a 24 to hit.
Was it a 24, did you say?
24, yes.
Holy shit. Okay, so that's definitely a hit. Alright, go the damage, Drazan.
He's doing slashing damage, and that's going to be a 7 points.
7 points of damage. Okay, cool. Alright. Excellent.
Oh, and then he's going to attack again with his longsword.
Ah, yes. Yes, 2 attacks, yes.
For a 21 to hit.
21 to hit, okay.
And that is going to be 13 points of damage, max damage.
Oh.
13 max damage, was it?
Yep.
Another 13 points. Fuck me. Okay, cool. He's...
C.S. Graham, yes, I think the inspiration go to my next character.
Well, you've literally bloodied him in that attack. That barrage of attacks, Drazan, should we say, bloodied him. At that point, the creature climbs up on the wall. It's about here when it does so. Oh shit, I nearly dropped a whole mug of stuff on the floor. But I caught it. Okay, so it climbs up there, and it's going to attack Drazan. Drazan's arm class is what?
A 19.
19, okay. Drazan also needs to make a con save, as this creature uses its weakening gaze upon him. A 9.
That's a 9.
Fails. Okay, so this is Drazan, alright? From now on, give me a second. Drazan, on a failed save, the target deals only half damage with weapon attacks that use strength for 1 minute.
Cool.
The target can repeat its save at the end of each of its turns to end the effect on a success. Okay.
Cool. Sweet.
So Drazan does not get to, what does it say? The half damage for strength-based attacks. Okay, and then it claws Drazan.
Cool.
Missing him entirely with his first attack. Second claw is a 17. That's probably not going to hit Drazan either, is it?
Nope.
No.
What's his AC?
19.
19. Okay, cool. All right, so bang, bang, bang. It goes attacking Drazan. It's weakened him. And Drazan actually, because he rolled a natural 1, didn't he, on one of his sword attacks?
Yeah, but then we used inspiration.
I used inspiration. Yeah. Cool. No worries. Okay, cool. Fraut, it's your turn.
So I can now see the babao?
You can see the babao.
Okay. So that babao can make a dex save.
Dexterity save.
Yep, DC is 14.
14. He fails with a 10.
He is now lit up like a Christmas tree.
Okay, so this is fairy fire.
That is correct.
Okay, so everyone has advantage to attack him at this point.
Yep, everyone over there has advantage to attack him, and that's my turn.
As a free action, the babao goes because of that.
And I just go
back
yourself.
All right. Okay.
But in flying.
And flying.
Well, no, I'm crouched down on the opposite wall. I can still fly. I'm just not making a target out of myself.
Pharrell, do you have any other actions, bonus actions, movement, flavor, or dialogue?
You already not at this time.
Your dialogue was back. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. That's your turn. Vespera, the cat. You've not
okay,
seen
I would like
anything.
to make.
Nothing has come out. Nobody's appeared.
Would she have heard the noise the babao made?
Yeah.
And would she have heard my response?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. I'm going to make a smell perception.
Is that like what you're saying? You're farting, or sorry, what?
No, I'm not fighting. That's not how it works.
You're making a perception check, and it's for smell.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to try and like sniff out another red wizard, dude.
Well, because they always have that incense with them, don't they?
Often, yes.
Hey.
Well, even if they didn't have it, it would tend to
Smelling
cling
the
to their
component
robes.
pouch? Or, yeah. I'm going to sniff one out.
You rolled a what on your what?
Oh. Okay, well, it says 16, but...
24. 24 is your perception, Jay.
So yeah,
that is ludicrously high numbers, by the way, Jay the baddie catcher.
However, I have advantage, so you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna roll another one.
Just in case you get a natural 20. You might as
Yeah.
well.
No,
It's 15.
sadly.
Okay, never mind. Not as good.
24.
Okay, so you had advantage. You took the 24.
Yeah.
You smell, on the one hand, sulfur in the air. On the other hand, the sort of, I guess, just other desert smells from around here, daytime smells. It's nothing out of the usual or anything unordinary except for the smell of sulfur, which is sort of wafting from above you right now.
From above?
Well, hang on, give me just.
Well, I mean, that's where the babao is.
Yeah, I mean, when I say above, I should say, yeah, over the wall, over where they are.
Right.
Where the babao is. The babao smells like sulfur, okay? It's a fiend.
I'm not trying to smell the sulfur though. I'm trying to distinguish these smells.
There are no other smells to be smelled at present.
Okay.
Are there really no other smells? I don't think you can smell indoors from here, too far away. Okay.
I think I'll move up to like the level where the dome was.
Okay, so you're gonna jump from where you are, sort of here to here. Now, those numbers are incorrect on my ruler because these are 20-foot squares.
Okay, I mean, even if I like come around here and then make a jump, like and then climb, I'm sure I'll be able to do it. I'm a kitty.
Okay. Ooh, wait! I found a way to do a thing. I can make that. Yeah, that worked. Okay, so you're gonna go up this way.
Could you wait? Where are you? Oh, 100 feet. Okay, so what's the difference between like lower?
Lower?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Okay, 40. Okay, 40. Right. Can I jump that far as a kitty?
40 feet's a long way to jump, even as a cat.
Actually, it has pounce. So
what's the distance on the pounce?
Oh wait, no, that's not gonna help. Yeah, I'll go the long way.
Go the long way? Okay.
I'll go the long way and dash.
So you're gonna go down and up.
Whatever is quickest.
That's pretty much the fastest way. I mean, you got a 40-foot climb, right?
Yep. So be it. Whatever the quickest way is, we'll do.
Okay, so you're gonna do that. All right. So you go down and up there, right? So you can move your character over there if you like, or I can move it to here. So you're on the roof, and from where you are, you can see a hole in the roof where there's a bunch of rubble that's smashed out there, and it looks a little bit different to what it was before. So you're kind of guessing that the babao has broken out from inside the building, out from the dome.
Oh. Okay. Do I see any red wizards?
Not from the crack in the dome. No, you can't see anybody at this point.
Okay, sweet.
You can look down into the room where you fought the ogres, and you can see the sort of throne room that you were fighting in, but you can only see limited parts of it at this point. Now, Jay the Baddie asked, why can't she turn into an eagle and just fly? Excellent question.
I'm not level 8.
She's not level 8. At level 8, she can, but she's level 5, 6? What are you guys now?
Level 5.
Level
5
for Drazan, who's 6.
I'm 4 druid.
Drazan is 6. Okay.
I will. I think I'm gonna probably leave it at that. I use my entire movement.
That's pretty much your turn. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff for one turn.
Yeah.
Excellent. Let us see our initiative. Hagelaz, you're next. What are you gonna do?
I see this creature in front of me. I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, and it's horrible, and it stinks, and
it's glowing like a Christmas tree.
It's glowing like a Christmas tree.
You have advantage to attack it.
I have advantage to attack it, which I do know this because it's just a magical intuition.
Yep.
Yep. So, Nightbane, I go for a swing with it.
All right. You're gonna take 1 or 2 swings with it.
I'm going to be taking, still raging, and I'm going to take 2 swings with it because obviously I get 2 attacks per turn. First attack is going to be a 24 to hit.
Yeah, baby.
So that is going to be 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. Okay.
Then I'm going to attack again with Nightbane at advantage.
Yep.
And that is going to be a 25 to hit.
Fuck. Okay.
And that is going to be 14 points of damage.
You're killing me here, and I mean me, not the character. Okay, cool. All right, that's so you smack. You smack the crap out of it. It's not dead.
Pretty
but
much.
You smack the crap out of it with your axe, Bloodbane. Okay. Now, if anyone that's watching, Jordan's character is a Goliath. He's like a mini giant. He's like, how tall are you? Like 10 feet tall or something?
6'7".
7? Only 7?
6.
That's
6,
actually
7.
pretty short for a Goliath.
That's kind of short for a Goliath.
Fine.
Normally, they're between 7 and 8.
Cool. Okay, well then I'm 8, 9. There you go.
8 to 9. Okay.
I said between 7 and 8.
And I'm going to be 8, 9.
Let's go. Okay, I love that.
Right. Can you hear the music now, people in the audience? Just checking. I sort of stick it up there. Somebody made a request. Okay, so you've hit him twice with your axe. Rokan, you're next. Are you still shooting arrows? Because you are
No. How close is he?
Well, he's up on the wall. He is... Well, due to the theatre of the mind aspect of this, we'll put him within range of 30 feet, so you can move to him.
Yeah, I'll take my axes out and see how they work.
Okay, so you're coming out with 2 battle axes. So
yeah.
Our Orcan Ranger has dual wielding as a thing, and he can fight with 2 full-sized battle axes, 1 in each hand. So let's get an attack roll for his first attack.
And it's got Hunter's Mark on it still.
Yeah, he's still got Hunter's Mark.
This is with the battle axes or the hand axes?
Battle axes.
Right, okay, I'm going to take quickly just do that and then I'll take them off. So first one is going to be a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
And that is going to be 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage, okay.
Oh, sorry.
That should be with advantage.
Yep, I'm going to roll that with advantage actually.
Okay, okay.
30-20.
30-20, yep. Okay,
so I'm going to
damage for the first
4
one.
points of damage. Yeah, and then the second one...
doesn't he have Hunter's Mark on it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hunter's Mark.
And then Hunter's Mark is going to be an extra 4 points of damage.
Hunter's Mark kills the Babao.
Hey.
So Barry, you go charging in there. Rokan goes charging in there with 1 axe cleft. Woof! However you want to do it, you kill it. Tell us, how do you do it?
Just take his head off.
You just take his head off. Whack.
Yeah.
Oh, there is one thing. These axes are not magical. Fuck! That's what I always do this. Okay.
Guess he's back alive again.
Yeah, afraid the...
So, second attack.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to let you kill it. I said you killed it. It's dead. You killed it. The Babao sloughs down the side of the wall. You've smashed it. To be fair, I think Nightbane did most of the damage.
I'm pretty sure that Nightbane did most of the damage.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm pretty sure technically Fairy Fire did most of the damage.
Feral's
Giving
fire.
them advantage, yeah, that's true.
Feral Fire.
Me no
Yeah.
care.
Feral Fire.
The bad news, however, is that another Babao leaps out from the dome.
Oh,
Vespera, you're not
attack
very
of
far away from
opportunity.
it. It's
I
not
was at the
close
dome.
enough for an opportunity attack.
I was at the dome hole.
At the dome hole. All right, I'll give you an opportunity attack.
Okay, cool.
'Cause I'm nice.
But to be fair, it's only just a kitty scratch. It's like, shit. Oh. Do I want to do that? Okay, how about I roll a stealth first?
Stealth check, yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. With such a shitty roll. It would have been 17.
Okay, so that was a 17 stealth check.
Oh, I don't know if I want that.
Are you still holding, are you still holding up your pass without a trace?
Yeah, 17. Do I believe he can see me?
With a 17, it leaps right past you.
Oh, okay. Well,
Doesn't notice you. You don't think?
yeah. I'll disturb his movement. It's taken down, eh? It's taken down, eh, boys. Once I figure out how to do this, because I'm a cat and I don't.
Yeah.
It's not like it prepares me for this. Oof. No, it would have missed for sure.
So
Oh well.
You missed with a opportunity attack.
Yep.
Okay. However, you have given yourself away now.
Have I?
You have. And
Well, he was mid jump.
yeah, he was mid jump. Okay. Well, at this point, we'll. How am I going to do this? Okay, so Vespera, you've taken your opportunity attack. Hagelaz, you've just killed the mob on the wall. What do you do from there, Hagelaz? Jordanian.
Hello. Do I see this Babao?
You make a perception check.
I can make a perception check. Excellent. That is going to be a 12.
12. Feralt got a 16. Let's get one from Rokan and Drazan as well, because...
Certainly, we can do that. Perception is going to be a 9 for Rokan and a dirty 20 for Drazan.
Okay, well, Drazan's obviously looking in the right direction. Everybody else is looking back at the dead Babao. And watching it slide, sort of, as it liquefies, it slides into a goo down the wall, and by the time it reaches the bottom, it's sort of starting to dissolve, and gases are coming off it, and vapor and shit. So that's what most of you guys are, or some of you are looking at. Rokan certainly is looking at that. Hagelaz, you're looking at that. Vespera, what was the 6 that you rolled 2 minutes ago? That was your...
That was my attack.
Right, that was your attack, okay. So Feralt with your 16, and Drazan with a 20. You notice the second Babao come out. Yeah, it bursts out from the top of the dome, from the cracks, lands on the roof, races across the roof, leaps. Or no, it's going. That's right. It comes out. Vespera attacks it, fails, and it's going to leap, and it turns back and sees her, and it sort of skids around to a stop as it does that. Now I'm just going to keep running with the same initiative and call this part of the same combat.
Yep.
Okay.
So Rokan, it's your turn.
Rokan
Back to my
destroyed
bow
the...
and move my hunter's mark.
Okay, so you move your hunter's mark, knock your bow.
Rokan was the one to have his turn last.
He was?
Wasn't he the one that killed the
Yeah, he
dude?
was the one that killed the Babao.
That's true,
Yeah.
but... Okay, yeah, fair enough. Okay, we can work it that way. Feralt, then it's your turn.
Okay, how far away is this creature from me?
From you. Let us see. Let us see. New Babao is sort of here. Vespera, you're kind of in the middle of the. You're on the roof, okay? So when I put you here, you can't see the interior, even though the map thinks you can.
Okay.
Yeah, all I can see right now is the gap between the wall and the other guys.
Right now, the measurements to there from Feralt's about 200 feet.
Oh wow, so it's pretty far away.
Yep.
Okay, I can see it. So basically, everything below the wall to me on my roll 20 is black.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna try moving my guy around.
Yeah, just move him. We can put him here.
I'm
maybe?
gonna try. I'm just gonna. Oh yeah, you move. Okay, yeah. So so I'm on. So sorry, can you just ping where the Babao is again? Okay, so. Okay, I don't want to be caught on top of the wall. He's out of range, so I'm just going to dash like 60 feet. You said each one of these squares is 20, so 20, 40, 60, so 20, 40.
Yeah, I made them 20 feet just to be fucking annoying.
So I guess I get to about here,
Yep.
and I'm still like crouched on the wall. I've used my action.
Yep. Do you want to make another stealth check?
Yep. Not expecting much, but you never know. Yeah, it's 6. I'm not being super stealthy.
Okay, but you're crouching on the wall.
Yeah, like I'm basically like trying back a little bit, so if they're below the wall, I'm trying to get like half cover rather than stealth.
Okay. The reason I was going with Vespera, Hagelaz, and then Rokan actually was because Vespera did have a turn. Oh, that was an opportunity attack, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was an
Okay,
opportunity.
that's what confused me. All right, cool. So is that the end of your turn, Feralt? Do you have any other actions, bonus actions, movement, flavor, dialogue?
I've used my movement, I've used my action, and I have nothing I can do for a bonus action.
Okay. Vespera.
Hide.
So, as an action,
Yep.
so you're going to just run and hide, basically.
Yep.
You can make a stealth check, but
Excellent.
it's kind of looking at you.
Oh.
It's looking directly
Oh.
at you. I mean, it's hard to stealth when someone's looking
such
at you. I mean, you can stealth
such
from
a pity.
anybody that isn't looking at you,
Oh.
but you don't think it's gonna. You don't think you're gonna be able to get away from it. It knows where you are. But
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, let's see, stealth. Well, my 22 plus 10 says I can.
Okay. So you can sort of dash to stealth, right? That's what you're planning to
do? Yeah.
Okay, so you're dashing around the dome, basically. That seems to be the only place to dash to. Okay, that's your whole turn. Hagelaz.
Okay, so I obviously didn't see this creature, and I can't see anything on the map. I don't even know where my character is.
Your character is here.
That just confused me even more. Okay, there we go. I can see my character now. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna, yeah. Can I make another perception check to see if I can see it?
Yep.
I'm just gonna keep doing that until I can.
Okay.
That's an 8. I do not see it.
Okay, an 8. All right. So you don't know. What do you want to
I
do?
have no idea. I'm gonna start trying to get down this wall.
Okay.
I would have left the rope with them.
Yep. Okay, so you guys can sling the rope down. You've got a grappling hook. You can go down the rope with an advantage athletics check.
Cool. I'm gonna take an advantage athletics check for a 24.
Very nice. You get to the bottom. That's your turn. Okay.
That is my turn.
Rokan, you're going to do what you plan to do, I'm assuming.
Yep, move the 100 mark and fire away.
Sorry about the delay there, Barry. Okay,
That's all right.
So you move your 100's mark. Let's get 2 shots for Rokan.
Sorry, can we just... What's the current distance between Rokan and the creature?
Good question. It would have been about the same as for you, so 200, so typically it would be a disadvantage.
Well, I'm on a different wall than he is.
That is true.
Yeah, I'm not trying to spoil anybody's fun, but, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, that is very true.
Okay, well, Rokan, how far is that? That's quite a big leap to get to the other wall.
The third wall, is that higher or lower than the other ones?
It's about the same as the second wall.
Okay.
The middle wall, yeah. The outer wall is a little bit lower.
Okay, cool.
So Rokan, okay, so to clear this up, there are 3 walls. You're on the second wall. To be able to see the babao, you need to get to the third wall. How far is that? It's quite a... If you jump successfully, you could make an attack when you landed. If you fuck that up, it's quite bad falling. Although there's a lot of rubble underneath this fall, so it won't be as bad as it would have been without the rubble, but there's still broken bits of stone and sticky up bits. So it could hurt if you failed that. What would you like to do? And you can blame Avery because he did spoil your fun.
I will take a running jump.
Take a running jump, okay. So, alright, so athletics, long jump. DnD5e, long jump.
I think you can jump up to your strength score normally.
Yeah. Up to your strength score. So Rokan's strength score is
14.
14.
So 14 feet. Okay, so that's... Rokan can naturally jump about halfway to that second wall. if you take the grappling hook and throw it over there with an athletics check, you can hook it on and swing to that wall. You want to try something like that? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, please.
All right. Let's make an athletics check for Rokan.
It's going to be a 17.
That works. And now you want to. How do you want to do this? Do you want to swing on it, or do you have some other thoughts about how you might approach that? Oh, you're on mute at the moment.
I'll swing on it.
Okay, you're going to swing. So make another athletics check.
That's a 12.
12. You have any ways of getting advantage on an athletics check? Can you think of anything I can do to save a 12?
The only thing I could say is use his inspiration,
You
but
want to use your inspiration?
I'll use my inspiration.
Alright, let's do that. And try again.
Much better. 23.
23. Okay, that's much better. So you, with your inspiration, throw the hook over and you swing across to the other wall, and then you scramble up the wall onto the top of it. At which point, that's taken more than 6 seconds, so I don't think you can make an attack on that turn. But you still have your.
Okay.
I'll let
No,
you.
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, but it's brought you into the fray, at least. Okay, now who's next? That's Rokan Drazan, our dear friend Drazan. Now Drazan's back on the second wall with everyone else, or at least with Hagelaz.
No, I'm currently on the bottom, on the rubble.
Oh, you're on the bottom. You're down
Because
there.
I climb down sillily.
Right. So you're in the middle. Okay. Drazan then, he does have a crossbow, but he can't use it from here, so I'm going to assume he's going to try and swing across using the rope that Rokan just did. Would that make sense to everyone?
Please don't die.
Alright, so Drazan needs to make an athletics check. Drazan may have advantage because
Okay,
I'm
cool. I'll
spending his inspiration that he has that you didn't know he had.
24.
Because he's an NPC. 24. Excellent. He makes it. Okay, so that's where he is. He's moved to here. Okay, Hagelaz is still on the ground.
Yep.
And the babao gets to do a thing at last.
Can't
Right.
see me.
So you've gone hidden, right? And
That's
you rolled,
right.
You rolled like a 20 or something?
32 is the total. But the babao would be looking for me.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean,
That's
I
at least
rolled a
5
7,
feet.
so he could see me on the other wall, so I might be a more tempting target than some cat thing he can't see.
Now, hold on a minute.
he doesn't know he can't see me yet.
I think he would know that he can't see you because he can't see you.
He will go around the dome being like, "Where's the cutie?
Oh,
Look, here, puss puss."
he leaps up onto the top of the dome. And you hear like rubble and shit tumbling down in different directions and dust settling as it flows down the wall. And you're sort of crouched into this little nook on the side where the dome is a little bit damaged already. So you're just hiding there. And you can sense it. You can almost smell its breath. You know the Lord of the Rings
probably
scene
could.
with the hobbits hiding and the thing and the ring
Yeah.
wraiths. Yeah, that's you right now. Okay, so it's doing that. It's going to make a special thingy check. Okay. Okay, so Vespera, at that point it leaps down not very far away from you, and you see it examining your footprints in the dust on the top of the wall, on the top of the building. And it's clearly trying to track you. Now, Feralt.
Okay, so can I see where it is now
Okay,
from where I am?
Okay, so now you can't see where it is because it's gone behind the dome.
Okay.
So it's somewhere over here. Vespera, you're somewhere over here too.
Okay, I can't see the pings. Sorry.
Oh, here.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Cool. Well. Basically, yeah. I don't really have anything I can do, so I'm just going to keep running. So, with dash, that's like 60 feet. So, 20, 40, 60 feet. Basically, I'm trying to get over to here. And yeah, I've used my action.
All right.
Don't have any bonus actions. That's my turn.
That's your turn. Okay, cool. Thank you. The sparrow.
Okay, well, I am going to. I'm gonna go
right. Is within 30 feet of you, by the way. Even though you're hiding in a nook.
Oh.
And it's looking at the ground 30 feet away from you on the surface of the roof, flat surface.
Okay, well, I'm gonna just keep going around the thingy.
Continue to sweep around. Okay, you make another stealth check for me, please.
So dumb. 29.
Fucking hell. Okay. Okay. So you sneak around.
I call it a cat and babao chase.
Pass without trace. The most hated spell of a DM.
Okay, so you
What about
guys may
silvery
notice,
barbs?
those of you, Feralt at least, and Rokan and Drazan will notice Vespera. You might not notice her because she's passing without trace, isn't she? Yeah, okay, so you probably don't notice her, to be fair. Okay, the Vespera, that's your turn, yeah?
Sure. Oh, yeah, I'll hide.
You hiding? Stealth check again? Or you just made one. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Hagelaz, are you going to climb up the wall?
Yes, I am.
Okay, athletics check, please. You don't have a rope.
How tall is that wall?
The wall is 60 feet high.
Yeah, so the rope's like
10 feet short.
What? How high can you jump? He might be able to grab the end of it.
The problem is not that. The problem is that the rope is between the other two walls.
Ah. Well, maybe one of them could move the rope?
Yeah, I guess Drazan could do that.
On his turn, which it isn't yet,
turn,
so...
Yeah. Or Rokan, you can do it on your turn too if you wanted to. I'll give it to you as a free action if you like. But Hagelaz, would you like to hold an action until you get the rope?
Yeah, I'm going to hold an action until I get the rope.
Okay, so Rokan, on your turn, you know that Hagelaz wants the rope, but you can't fire at anything because there's nothing to fire at right now. The damn babao's gone behind the dome. You know this because you've hunted. Well, no, you have. I'll let you hunters mark it. You have a sense of where it is.
Okay, alright. I'm gonna move the rope.
Okay, free action.
So the giant can come up.
Alright, Hagelaz, athletics check with advantage, please.
Certainly. That is going to be a 25.
25, okay, so Hagelaz, you get up there.
Cool, and that's the end of my turn.
There you go, that's the end of your turn. Okay, and Rokan, the rest of your turn, you don't have an attack because there's nothing to attack right now. So
if he's gone behind the thing,
yeah,
I'm on top of a wall, so I have to go down a wall, don't I?
Basically. Now, to cut a long story short, I will say this much: where Vespera and that whole encounter is going on is about 200 feet from where you are as the bird flies. You could feasibly go all the way along the wall, climb around the tower, and then go along another wall, which would give you access to yet another wall that would take you to where Vespera is, and you wouldn't have to move up or down too much, but there are a couple of obstacles and it would be a long way and a lot of climbing. It might actually just be easier to just drop into the place or just to stay where you are because the babao might come out. You could hold an action.
I will hold an action.
Okay. Alright, so you are holding an action. Drazan is going to do what?
I don't know. You tell me.
Drazan's going to be running to dash. What can he do? He can dash at 60 feet. So he can get to there.
Yes.
Okay, so let's move him over there. That's his turn. Okay, our Babao friend is following Vespera's tracks. Or lack thereof, because she passed without a trace.
Yes.
What do you know?
Okay. Please follow me still, please.
So
please.
you're trying to draw it?
Yes, in a way. I have a plan.
How do you draw it out?
Well, it's definitely looking for me. It saw my footprints.
Yeah, but your footprints are kind of traceless, at least
obscured.
It's trying to find your footprints. What it does do, it moves out around the side, and at that point, Feralt, Rokan, and Hagelaz, I guess you can see it. And it's sort of just moving on its hands and knees, on its hands and feet, along the wall, along the roof, kind of bounding with its backward-facing knee joints, bounding across the top of the wall, looking for something, you suspect. What it does, as it does all of that, it stops for a moment, and it begins to levitate. It begins to lift up off the roof. And it can do that. How far can it go? 20 feet. Okay, so he's 20 feet above the dome now. Looking around. Feralt, it's your turn.
Okay, so how far away is he right now from me?
From you. Put him here. We'll get a measurement for you. Feralt, you're there. 120 feet exactly.
In that case, I know he's resistant, but I am going to try firebolting him to try and draw his attention.
Okay. Roll a hit.
Pretty sure a 13 doesn't hit.
Does not, but you do get his attention.
And I am going to... And you know what? I've still got flying, and that's not concentration for me, so I'm just going to start floating as well. 10 feet above the wall.
Okay. It pauses for a moment and looks at you like, what the fuck?
That's exactly what I'm going for.
That's what you're going for. Okay, is that the end of your turn, Feralt?
That is the end of my turn.
Okay, Vespera.
Well, that's not what I was planning. Oh well.
It wasn't?
Well, the rest of us are just sitting on top of a wall, not being able to do anything.
Ditto. God damn it.
Vespera.
Yeah.
Yep. Come on, hit me. What do you got? I'm gonna pull out my sandglass now. You're forcing me to pull out my sandglass.
I mean, I'm kind of happy here being a kitty. I think I will try and make a ruckus elsewhere.
Okay. Where is elsewhere?
I'm going to make a ruckus like on one side of the
dome.
Of the dome, just like, I don't know.
In relation to Feralt, who you see flying towards you.
Yeah, it's really just to catch the dude off guard. I'm just gonna like, I don't know, like scratch at the thing and try and make a loud sound, and then I'm gonna go like back and like try and get some full cover because I can't hide.
Is this an actual attack or?
I'm just trying to
deception check. Do you want to make a deception check?
Sure, I'll do a deception check.
Okay.
I could be attacking, but you know what? I'm feeling a little spicy.
feeling a little
Probably would have been
spicy.
a better performance check, but that was 17 anyway.
17. Oh, it could have been performance, but deception 17. Okay, cool. All right. So Pharrell, it's looked at you, looks a bit like what the fuck, and then it hears something from behind and turns to where Vespera. Now you were hiding when you did that, right?
Yep.
You're still hiding.
Well, I can't hide as my action anymore, so I'm just gonna get full cover.
Okay. So you pop out, do a thing. What was it exactly that you did? Did you throw something? Did you?
Well, I've got nothing unless there is something to throw.
Oh, there's rocks and rubble everywhere.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, I'll grab get a kitty handful of rocks and just drop it.
That's right. You're a cat.
You can just just knock it off a ledge.
Oh my god, it's so perfect.
Oof. Just knock a rock off the ledge. No, that makes sense. Okay, cool. So the rock falls, the babao turns, and it moves. It bounds over to the edge of the wall to have a look, to see. It gets to the edge and it kind of looks down over the side. Okay, so Vespera, that's your turn, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Glass.
So good.
Hey, Glass.
Currently I can't see anything. So I'm not too sure what to do from here because I can't see anything on the map.
Okay, all right. So Hagelaz, are you looking at Roll20 now?
I am, yes.
Okay, so everything's going on over. Oh, wait a second. Got to click the right buttons. Yeah, sort of here.
Cool. Cool. Okay. Cool.
That's where you're hearing sounds coming from.
And he probably would have seen me throw a firebolt, since that's a literal ball of fire.
Indeed.
Meaning more, I can't actually see anything on the map. Like,
Yeah. Okay.
like pretty much.
Oh, I know what your problem is. I know what your problem is. I have not turned on your fucking vision.
All of that is black. All I can see is that.
What about now? Reload your page.
La di da di da. Please hold caller while the app loads. Please hold the line.
Please hold.
Roll20 is currently critically hitting.
Okay.
Cool.
Bring back Alcas. Bring back Alcas. I also agree about bringing back Alcas.
Nope. All I can see is still all black.
What do you do, Cat Spearer? I attack him, right? Meow. Okay. So can you see a bit more now, Hagelaz?
Nope, I can't see anything, and I can't move my player character any further than that. Like, there's a wall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you have to move it around the wall.
No, like literally, I cannot put it anywhere like on that side of the wall. Like, there's to get to there, to get to here, I have to put my character there.
That's okay. Don't worry. Don't fuss too much about it. It's okay. I don't mind if you need to sort of squink around a little bit. The map sizings and shit was all a bit random. I did it
Cool.
quickly.
Okay. So I'm on the other side of the wall, like on the other side of Rokan at the moment.
But you're on the top of the wall.
But I'm still on top of the wall. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. And can you see from there? Do you have any vision yet?
I have vision now. Yes.
Cool.
So I can move. How many feet can I move? I can move 40.
So again, these guys are over here on the third floor of a big ass building on the other side of a courtyard filled with rubble. And on top of that building, that 3-floor high building, there is a dome, and the dome is cracked, and you can see this creature run to the edge of it and look over.
Cool. I'm gonna start moving.
Along
I also
the wall?
would have lost my rage.
Yep.
Yep. So I'm gonna move to there. There. If I can click the right one, hold on. So, gonna start making my way towards this.
Okay.
Like.
All right.
Thing.
All right. So what you're looking at there is a building sticking out from the wall. It's actually lower than the edge of the wall.
Okay. Cool.
So it'll go down and then down again if you like. But could be a place to leap to the other wall if you wanted to do something like that. Okay, cool. So that's what you're doing, Hagelaz. And Rokan. So Rokan, do you want to move to get closer as well?
Yeah, okay.
Alright, so we've got 30 feet, so I guess you can really only just sort of go here. This is approximate. From there, let's see, you want to be shooting down here. And I was thinking that our friend moved to the edge over here. So yeah, the creature that you can now see is within 120 feet, just 120 feet. You could shoot it without disadvantage, and you can see it, and you can hunter's mark it. And I'm assuming that's what you're going to do.
Yep, I'm going to shoot it.
All right, let's get
with hunter's mark.
2 attack rolls, please, and 14. Does he still have the plus D4?
It lasts a minute, so if it's been less than 10 rounds, he'd have it.
Yeah, because you were just fighting the other Babao a couple of minutes ago, right?
Yeah, a couple of minutes ago, real time, so it's like that's only a few rounds, so he probably has like maybe 2-3 rounds left on it.
I'll give you 3 rounds, okay? Okay, so Rokan,
so
you're going
that's-
to add a D4 to that. That's 4, so that beats my armor class now. And you can
Excellent.
do damage. Damage.
That's gonna
Now this
7
bow
points
is
of
a
damage.
magical bow, right?
Yes,
Yep,
it
it's
is.
a +1 bow.
Okay. So was that 7 points of damage?
It was 7 points of damage plus Hunter's Mark,
Hunter's
which
Mark.
is another 2, so that's going to be 9 points of damage.
9 damage. Nice. Okay, cool, Rokan. Well done. A second attack, Rokan.
Second attack is going to be a 17 to hit.
Nice. That hits.
Excellent, and it's going to be another 11 points of damage.
Crikey. Okay, so you did like 20 points of damage in one turn. You filthy ranger. Alright, Drazan is up next. Drazan will get him to dash again.
Yep.
To sort of like here. He can unsling his crossbow.
Sorry, I just want to add something. So basically, don't forget, Rokan also has the Slayer's Prey feature. As a bonus action, he can designate a target and add 1d6 to every attack.
Well, do you want to add another d6 to those last 2 attacks? Rokan?
You're on mute, Barry.
Yes, please.
Okay. I can roll 2d6 for that. 4 and 5, so an extra 9 points of damage. You're a fucker.
I rolled a 10. Can we use that instead?
Yeah, right, I'll use your 10. Cheeky fucker. Okay, so you do an extra 10 points of damage. Fucking hell. So that was 30 points of damage in one round. I don't like you, and that was not even a critical.
We aim to please.
So Drazan takes out a crossbow bolt, loads his crossbow, fires it.
Fires it and rolls a 19.
19 hits.
Ooh.
It is a non-magical crossbow, however, so it will only do half damage.
Half damage, so that's 9, so that's
4.
4.
Okay. So
It's not none.
it's not none. Okay. Boof boof. All right. So our friendly Babao. Vespera, you still hiding? You're in cover, right? You're in
Yeah,
cover,
I didn't
that's
think
right.
I could
She's in
have.
cover, but she's not stealthed.
Right. Yeah. Oops.
So dumb.
Throwing dice on the floor. Ooh, that's a big fat natural 20, motherfucker.
He's probably too far away from me to do that.
You're trying to
This
silvery
was
barbs
this
it.
was just to see.
Yeah,
Right?
it's like, he's he's like 120 feet. That's too far away.
Sorry. Okay, so
Yeah.
he sniffs you out, you fucker, you dirty druid. And he comes bounding up to the area. He leaps, skidding into basically a position to attack you. So he skids into place, attacking you for a dirty 20 to hit.
Should be, yeah,
With a
should hit
claw.
me.
Okay. It does, off the bat, it does 8 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
and it does a further 4 points of acid damage.
Okay.
When it hits you.
Okay,
Then-
sweet.
Then he casts fear. So you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Okay, so I'm afraid.
You're afraid. Okay,
Fine.
so at this point, while frightened by the spell, you must take the dash action and move away from the creature by the safest available route. On each of its turns, unless there is nowhere to move, if the creature ends its turn in a location where it doesn't have line of sight to you, the creature can make a wisdom saving throw. On a successful save, the spell ends for that creature. So if you're out of line of sight, you can make a wisdom save.
Okay.
But your character doesn't know that. And I shouldn't have told you. Never mind. Okay, so you're afraid you can't do anything to it. It's cast a spell. It's
When have I done anything to it?
Can it replace one attack with a use of spellcasting or yep. Okay, cool. That's its turn. Feralt.
So how far away is it from me now?
I think you said 120 feet.
It was 120 feet, but then it moved.
Then it moved to Vespera. And Vespera, you're like back here, right? So it's a little bit further now.
Like how far?
Feralt, wait a minute. Actually, you know I measured it at 120 feet. I don't think it was you I measured it from.
Oh, okay, right. So so I'm just gonna float another 10 feet up.
Okay.
And I'm going to firebolt it again.
Roll to hit.
11.
11. Sadly, so Vespera, you see this firebolt coming from left of field. Hits the dust. Sort of smashes a rock next to the creature. It looks down at that for a moment and looks back at you, but you're still terrified.
You should be like 80 feet away from it, though.
Well, again, the map, I can't put them next to each other.
Okay, no, I mean, like, but if she, I suppose she moves on her turn, is it?
She has to move on her turn, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So she hasn't moved yet. But, that said, it's your turn now, Vespera.
Okay. So I have to move away from it. Will it, like, get an attack of opportunity this way?
Probably.
Okay.
You don't have a choice.
You can disengage, that's an option.
No,
she can't disengage and dash.
You can't even do that. Yeah, okay.
Oh.
So yeah, you're dashing, and it gets an opportunity attack. I'm afraid to say.
Okay.
And its opportunity attack is a 17.
Yeah.
That hits.
Yeah.
Okay, that is 6 points of slashing damage plus 1 point of acid damage.
So I'm out of kitty form now.
So kitty form, so it just knocks you to the ground and your kitty form dissolves and as you tumble you find yourself back in Vespera form. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a few bits of fluff still in the air. Cat fur. Poof. Roll against sneezes.
Just see if there's anything I can do.
Saving throw versus dander.
No, I'll just do that. I can't think of any other thing I can do, especially since I've dashed. So,
okay. So you're all right. So you are going to dash.
Well, I have to, don't I?
Yeah. Okay, but where are you going to dash to? Are you? So I mean, there's the roof of the thing and there's the dome, right? You can dash around the dome in circles, or you can dash to the side of the wall and jump or climb.
She could summon Fia with a bonus action.
Has to dash though.
I know.
But dash is an action. Yeah. Summoning Theo is not currently the issue here. Because like I would have to use my action in order to summon her. I think I'll turn into an animal again.
Okay, so it's a bonus action.
Yep. I'm gonna turn back into that panther.
Okay.
And so I've got a climb speed, and I'm going to. Okay, where is this thing? Is it on top of the dome?
You're both next to the dome at this point. It's come down to you to attack you.
Okay, we're next to the dome.
Yeah.
Can I go in the dome?
You can try and climb on the dome. You want to make an athletics check?
Well, she's got a climb speed.
Oh, that's true. That's true. But you okay? Yeah.
Can I climb in the dome? Is there like
dexterity saving throw, please?
For what?
For not falling as the dome falls apart and breaks and you fall 100 feet to your death?
I doubt I'll die.
Probably not.
Okay. You know what, fuck it. I'll just climb down the wall.
You're just going to climb down the wall?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so you move up to this part here and go down, or another wall?
It doesn't matter.
Probably makes sense. Okay, I'm going to move you to here. To here, in fact.
Okay.
Because you're climbing down the wall.
Yep.
Alright, Hagalas.
So I am going to dash.
Yep.
80 feet, so that's to there.
Wow, 80 feet.
Great.
Nice. Okay, put you there.
Cool. And that's the end of my turn.
That's the end of your turn. Okay, but you're next to Feralt.
I'm next to Pharrell, who's technically actually...
I'm like 20 feet up in the air.
20 feet up in the air.
Alright, and you're not going to... Oh, so you're sort of under Feralt, actually.
I'm under Pharrell, yeah.
Okay, cool. And you don't... You've run out of actions and bonus actions and...
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Cool. Rokan. From where you are, Rokan, you can take another 2 shots if you would like.
Okay, I would like.
Excellent. Let's roll to hit for Rokan, please. Rokan's first attack is a
21
21,
to hit.
which does a hit.
So that's going to be 11 points of damage.
Another 11 points of damage.
Plus
Motherfucker.
his mark. So next to 3.
3, so it's 14 from the first
14.
attack, and the second attack. And by the way, the Babao is wounded, bloodied.
The next one is going to be a 15 to hit.
15 sadly does not hit. You still have a d4 to add to that.
That's good.
And I'll tell you quite secretly now, not so secretly, even if you roll a 1, you will still hit because its AC is 16.
That's a that's a 3. About to say a 13.
So 15... Oh, hang on. So 15, 16, 17, 18?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so 18 hits. Damage.
Damage is going to be
Mute.
another 7. That's
Oh.
going to be 13.
And we're adding d6s to these damage rolls?
Forgot
2
to do that,
d6s
so
to both damage rolls?
sixes.
One d6 is the Hunter's Mark.
One for Hunter's Mark, one
And-
for the class feature.
Right, well, you roll a Hunter's Mark. If you want to, you just roll the fucking Hunter's Mark again, because it's the same dice.
Cool,
So-
we'll do that again. So that's going to be an extra 5 points.
Okay, so... Alright, so the longbow damage was 13 plus 5 plus 5. So we're talking about 23 points of damage?
Yep.
From the first attack?
Yes, from the first attack, and then we go to the second one. Yes. Got you now. So
okay.
second one is going to be
I
a
hate you.
18 to hit,
Fuck you. Yeah,
and
fuck
that is going to
you.
be 12 points of damage.
Okay, and this is still magical damage because from a longbow. Okay, Barry, you kill the second Babao, motherfucker. Hate you. I do hate you. I mean it. Filthy Rokan.
Unmute, Barry.
You're muted, Barry.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I really am.
Should we do that?
By the way, I still have Pass Without a Trace up, so
Nice.
if we're out of combat,
Right, the
I'm
creature's
going into
dead
hiding.
And you're no longer afraid because that's dissolved.
Yep, I'm going into hiding. No one will see me. Ooh.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right, so we're out of combat.
Yeah.
Do stuff. Do things, people. I'll tell you what, you can make a perception check.
Somehow. Okay, where are you?
My perception is a 15.
A 15.
Oh, I'm so close.
Not terrible.
8.
That's quite terrible.
Dirty 20
I-
for Rokan.
That's very good.
Mine was very terrible.
Was it a 1?
It was a 3.
Oh, it's
Plus 1.
It's not the worst possible thing. Okay,
And
so
11 for Jazan.
Feralt, you're kind of too busy going, yeah, fuck that guy, killed him, yeah, go
Oh,
Rokan.
basically, I'm just realizing, actually, I'm quite high up in the air. I don't want to be quite high up in the air right now, so I'm just kind of like gonna go.
That's fair.
Hmm.
Alright, so you're kind of looking down at the ground below you, not
Yeah,
so
I'm just
much
gonna be like,
around
I'm going to be like, I'm gonna start flying down now.
you. Okay, Hagalaz and Rokan, just looking for Vespera, that's an 8. So Hagalaz and Rokan, you notice in the distance a cloud of dust on the horizon. Big ass cloud of dust. And Rokan, you can make a nature check with advantage, please.
Advantage. Am I able to do that? Because I have a +2 and he has a 0.
Yeah, you can do that too. Well, you're a barbarian. Yeah, fuck it. You can have advantage as well.
Excellent. Okay, we'll do
Bye-bye,
Rokan
bye-bye,
first.
says C.S. Graham.
Rokan's is an 18.
Yeah.
And mine is going to be a 13.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen dust. I'm from the mountains.
Yeah.
I see snow.
I mean, it looks certainly it's very interesting from your point of view, Hagalaz, watching this cloud of dust, this long stretching cloud of dust, slowly moving in your direction. Rokan, you of course realize it's a fucking dust storm, and it's going to cover this place at some point, and no one's going to be able to see more than about 5 feet in front of them in about 25 minutes. Hagalaz, you kind of get the same kind of impression. You're sort of seeing this as coming towards you, and you're sort of worried about it, but I don't think you're as worried about it as Rokan. Rokan's had an actual experience of dust storms. I don't think Hagalaz has, but you've seen it, so you do have that. What would you like to do, ladies and gentlemen? And greetings, new people to our viewership. Do please like and subscribe if you have a moment. We very much appreciate these sorts of things.
I wanted to try and find a way in that I could squeeze into like a window or something, because I can't operate the door.
Right. Well, I mean, as I said, the dome is cracked, and you've got a climbing speed, but it looks a bit dodged, certainly in places. Can you make an investigation check?
Sure. Can I?
If we're out of combat, actually, you know what? Can I see where Vespera is from where
19.
I am?
Can Vespera can Feralt see you?
Oh, let's have a look. I went into hiding.
Are you being stealthy?
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I can't see
And
you.
she's got a pass without a trace up, so yeah, she's being
I'd
21.
be
31.
31. Sorry.
Yeah, there's no way I can see you. Okay, I'm just going down to the ground, but I'm not like actually walking, because that would be like not much faster than flying. So I'm just kind of like floating above the ground.
Okay, cool, very cool, very cool. Feralt is floating. Cool.
I got a 19 on the investigation check.
Okay. So for the 19, you find a spot where you think you can get in through the dome, and you think you can see a route that will get you to the mezzanine floor.
Yep.
Inside, in the interior.
On it. Let's go.
Okay. You're going to need to make an athletics check.
Okay. Kitty athletics. Let's see.
Athletics. Then you're using your climbing speed just to move through there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are we sure that Vespera isn't actually a rogue in disguise?
Right. A cat rogue.
Coming, Larry.
That's kind of what druids are in a way.
Did you say athletics?
Yep.
Oh, that's not good. But I can use kitty athletics.
You can do acrobatics if it's stronger for you.
Yeah. Oh.
They're the same score for the panther.
Oh well.
Yeah, they're the same score. I'll just roll a d20.
Stinky.
So 11.
11. Can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Okay. Oh, this is for my... Okay. Take 2 points off that, so 15.
15.
Yeah.
Okay.
To make it accurate.
All right. A chunk of the dome that you're using to climb on falls away, but you manage to scramble not to fall with it, and you sort of stay there. However, all of that shit goes sloughing down, crashing into the main room below you, and you can make a perception check, please.
Perception. 21.
You hear footsteps below in one of the corridors running towards this room.
Okay, I hide.
Okay, do you hide still in the ceiling, or do you hide after you jump down to the mezzanine?
I'll jump down, hide.
Okay, so let's make another athletics check.
For sure. Athletics?
Oh, acrobatics, athletics, whatever you want.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I'm a kitty, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
6.
Forget about it. 8. Okay.
I can take the...
You got any special falling and not dying powers that come from being a cat?
No.
No. Okay.
But the thing, if I lose the hit points, it doesn't matter. So.
You take 19 points of falling damage.
Okay, sweet. So I fall out of kitty form.
You fall out of kitty form and you hit the ground some 50, 60 feet down, maybe more, amongst some rubble. Kitty form, obviously you get spat out of kitty form back into Vespera form, and you realize that there are 2 Barachiel wizards standing over you, looking
I
down.
didn't have enough chance to run and hide.
No, they look. You just fell down in front of them. You landed on the floor in front of them. They're like, "Hello, welcome."
Okay.
One of them says, "Greetings."
Roll initiative.
And the other one says, "Give me a minute, and I'll tell you what it says." Come here, you. He says,
"Waiting. I'll wait for him." Maybe I should just attack him before he has a chance to do it.
I'm afraid he gets an action before you can do anything.
Well, put up the timer.
He's in the middle of the talking. Oh my gosh,
let's put up the timer. You cheeky bastard. Ooh.
I think you should put up the timer for yourself.
Right. Can you make a wisdom saving throw, please, Vespera?
Okay.
And is there any reason why you can't be charmed?
I'm delightful. 19, probably. 19 might be a good reason.
Jesus, that's a pretty good reason. He
Not today.
He looks at you and he points his finger and says, "Freeze." And of course, you make a saving throw, so you don't care. You don't have to do anything. So what would you like to do?
I would like to. I'm going to go and. I'm going to walk up to one, and I'm going to use primal savagery, specifically targeting his component pouch.
Okay. First of all, you're going to have to make an investigation check to find his component pouch.
Okay, yeah. Excuse me. Investigation 20.
Oh. Fucking hell. Okay, so 20. You primal savage his component pouch. Roll a hit.
Okay. Primal savagery. Okay, well that's 10. What's the
misses.
AC of the component pouch, huh?
Well, it's his AC. You got to hit him. Okay, so that's a miss. Do you have any other attacks, actions, bonus actions, movement, flavor, dialogue?
Can someone give me a damn inspiration, please?
Give me a damn inspiration. That is an absolute reason not to give you inspiration. Begging for inspiration. No.
What? You've done it before.
Hold on. Is
What?
CS Graham going to come through? Is CS Graham going to come through with
Don't
the
give her inspiration. She doesn't need inspiration. These guys are fucking everything up. Fuck off. They don't need inspiration. They need de-inspiration.
CS Graham unfollows.
Fine, I'll just.
Alright, bye CS Graham.
I want to be inspired.
It's fine.
Okay. So you primal savagery 10. You miss. So you got any other actions, bonus actions, movement, flavor, dialogue? Nope.
I'll just wait there. Impatiently just wait there.
Very good. How many hit points do you have?
33.
33.
Oh.
Let's see about a thing.
Okay.
That's not going to work. It's not going to work. If only you'd had less than 26 hit points, you'd be asleep right now. So the other wizard tries to cast sleep on you, and it doesn't work, obviously. He seems a little annoyed about that. Now the rest of you guys out of game are back outside. What are you doing?
Getting down the wall.
Well, I mean, I'm right by the wall, so I imagine I heard the part of the dome crashing in.
Yep.
So I've got flying speed.
Uh-huh.
But I don't have a lot. If I climb up the wall, can I just like hover there if I lose my grip?
Yes.
And just use my 30 feet to get up the wall?
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
So that's what I'm gonna. So I'm basically just gonna be like climbing up the wall.
Okay.
And if I'm slipping, like, whoa, almost fell there.
No problem.
Then back up the wall.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and get to the hole in the dome so I can see what's going on down below.
Okay. Cool. Right. So you're moving up the wall. On this turn, you'll get up the wall. On the next turn, you'll get to the top of the dome. Okay?
Sounds good to me.
All right. So that's you. That's okay. So Rokan and Hagelaz. I don't know what you guys are doing yet. Something similar, I'm assuming.
I'm moving myself like close towards that closer gap.
Okay.
Here.
Okay, cool. Yep. Cool. So Rokan, you see Hagelaz running across the wall, along the wall that he's already on, to a place that's a little bit closer to jump from, to where they are, or to where the dome is. So I don't know whether you want to follow along that route or.
Okay, I'm gonna follow along that route.
Yeah.
When I get to the, how do I explain this?
Take your time.
When I get to the right place to strike those guys, I'm gonna strike them with Zephyr Strike.
Zephyr Strike. Okay. So, to be clear, what's going on? Most of you are outside of this complex or outside of the main building. Vespera has fallen through the ceiling of the main building in the center of the complex, and you guys are kind of out of the center of the complex on a wall. So she's gone through the ceiling and fallen into it. You don't know what's in there, but you've killed 2 Babao, and I think you have enough experience to realize that Babao don't come around for nothing. And you've also killed 2 hawks, I think, if I'm not wrong.
I think we killed 1 hawk.
Or at least 1 hawk, yeah, that's right. And you're pretty sure you know what hawks represent, them being the usual familiars of the Barachiel Envoy wizards. So I think you've got an idea of what's going on, but you can't see what's going on, and you can't hear what's going on, but you may know where it is. And it's inside that big fucking building over there with the dome on.
Start heading that way.
You're going to head that way. So you're just going to dash there as fast as you can. That would make a lot of sense to me.
He could also bonus action dash a certain number of times a day as an orc.
Aye, that's a good point. Good point.
Let me just double check his racial... he can do it 3 times per long rest.
3 times per long rest. So you want to make
Oh, wait, no. And he gains 3 temporary hit points at the same time.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you want to do that now? Let's
yes,
do it.
please.
Okay, so
yes,
you're using a dash and a special power to dash, so you're double dashing, basically. Do you want to go for the front door? The way you came in the first time, that hole, the hallway. Okay, cool.
Yes.
All right, so very.
And can I?
Yep.
I suppose I can't do this.
What?
But I'll ask anyway. Can I do my normal dash and then get to the door and then use Pass Without Trace and then hit them with Zephyr Strike?
Not on this turn.
That's like 3 actions.
But that's an excellent plan. Okay, so you get to the door, having double dashed, and now you're going to cast Pass Without Trace for your next turn. So on your next turn, you'll be moving.
Well, Pass Without Trace is an action though, and he's already used his action to dash.
On his next turn, he can use it.
Oh, okay, yeah, on his next turn, got it.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Okay, so at this point, I'm going to grab everybody and copy you all to a new map.
Are we just making the assumption that we've all made it into the building?
I'm kind of going to do that, yeah, kind of. What I'm going to do is Okay, so this is the exterior, but you guys are not there. Out here somewhere, except for Vespera, who is inside. Rokan is at the door. You guys are here somewhere. I need to get the thing. To be on the objects layer. I need to delete a thing because it's dead, and as far as here. Now,
We need some smooth jazz for our hotel music.
some smooth jazz. Don't have any of that. Sorry. Only rough jazz. Okay, so did you get the new map come up?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Put him.
I'm so ready.
Yeah, no, he can stay there. That's fine. All right. So, in fact, just to be really clever, I'm going to put you in the middle of the sun circle thing that you landed in. Poof. Under the dome. And you are on some difficult terrain because of the ship that just landed there.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we have Drazan and Feralt and Hagelaz following basically Rokan to the door.
No,
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, you're going.
I'm up on the roof.
Up on the roof. That's right. Okay, cool. Okay. Vespera, let's have your turn.
Excellent. For my action, I'm going to have my celestial revelation. I don't use this very often, but this time, the last time it was all very light and fluffy, but this time her eyes will become pools of darkness. And the ghostly, flightless wings sprout from her back, and they come out all dark and black with like flickers of like little flames like coming off of them. So everyone, it says creatures other than your allies within 10 feet of you that you can see must succeed on a charisma saving throw. DC 8 plus your proficiency bonus.
So creatures
plus
that
your
you can
charisma mod.
see. Okay.
Which is 8 plus. Okay, I don't have a charisma mod.
So
but,
it's a charisma saving throw.
so it'll be 11.
And 11 is the difficulty
DC.
rating? Okay.
Yeah, she would have like
First one
crouched
fails.
down and-
The one on the left fails.
excellent.
Oh, wait, this is charisma. Fuck. That's alright, I'll let him fail. This guy... The second guy... also fails.
Excellent. So they must become, well, they are frightened until the end of my next turn.
Okay, so they have to dash now.
Yes, until the transformation ends. Once on each of my turns, I can deal extra necrotic damage to one target when I deal damage to it with an attack or a spell. As this only costs me my my action. Oh no, it says a bonus action. Bonus action? Well, it says bonus action here. Yeah, okay, cool.
Okay, so that was your bonus
As
action?
it says bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to go up to one of them and I'm going to
Primally savage.
primal savage them. Yeah,
Okay, roll the hit.
primal savagery them. Oh, let's hope it hits, eh? Oh, this is a really cool moment. Oh, 14.
You hit.
Excellent. So that will be 2d10. So it'd be 5 plus another. I've lost the thing already. Still really cool. Please give me a moment while I find it. I wish I could have helped, like both. things here. Oh, anyway, so it would be an extra proficiency bonus. It would be an extra 3 points.
So 5, 6, 7, 8. 5,
Yeah.
6, 7, 8. Yep. Okay, so 8 points of damage.
Is this a feature or trait?
That is a racial. It was racial to do the thing, and it's.
If you click on the actual, like, you know, where the writing is.
Yeah.
And then at the top where you've got like there's a lock button.
Right.
If you click that, you can leave it like there.
Sweet,
in a locked position.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
Cool. Okay, so
but yeah.
Primal savaged him for 8 hit points, yeah?
So 5 acid and 3 necrotic.
Okay. All right.
And you'll see Dark Vespera.
He appears to take all of that damage quite naturally. Just for your information. Hagelaz, you arrive at the entranceway. I'm assuming you finished your turn there, Vespera?
Yes.
Okay. So Hagelaz, where are you? Fuck. Where are you? God damn it! One moment.
I'm somewhere up here somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab your token and move you in there because
I think just to flavor it, I would have followed Rokan down
Rokan?
Instead of going along the wall.
Okay.
To kind of make it more sensible that I'm coming in through the front door as well.
Can you see your character now?
I can see some characters.
What are you? That's you.
Yeah, cool. Because I can't see anything else than just darkness there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 40 feet. I'm going to move to there. So that was... If I can find my character again.
I've just turned your vision on again. I think I copied a different token, so that one probably didn't have vision. So if you want to reload your character, you'll probably get vision now.
Oh, that's all good. Once I get to there, I'm fine because Rokan's got vision.
Okay. All right. So excellent. So you've moved to there, Rokan.
Actually, before I do that, I'm going to dash as well. So I'm going to move an extra 40 feet.
Okay. So you can get right up to Rokan probably. Almost.
Almost, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Right, Rokan, you are at the entranceway. You're casting Pass Without Trace, is that right? Okay, so can we knock the spell slot off for Rokan? He's used Hunter's Mark twice, I think.
Yep, this is a level 2.
Yep. Okay, so it's
level
2, yep.
Oh, and he has 3 temporary HP.
Right, so keep
and
that
he has
in mind.
3 temp HP.
And Rokan, you can make a stealth check with +10 from Pass Without Trace because it's bad as hell.
So 27, so 37.
37 on your stealth check, you fucker. Okay, Rokan. Okay.
Rokan, this huge orc.
Anyone want to
is
share
invisible.
The map? Anyone feel like sharing the map for us?
What I can try to.
I can't see anything particularly, so it's
fair enough. Maybe Hagelaz or Vespera.
Yeah,
no
I'm
chance.
just going to if I look at that one, go share screen, go.
Produce catnip.
Oh.
You like that, huh?
Okay, so this is the interior of the main building. Okay, and there's quite a lot of shadows there by the looks of it. Cool. Okay, so Rokan, you've cast Pass Without Trace. You've made a stealth check for 27. You've got 30 feet of movement. So that's 6 squares. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 would bring you to here. And you are very, very sneaky. Okay, cool. Do you, from where you are, I don't know, can Rokan see line of sight to any wizards? You can see both of them, in fact, Rokan. One of them's just been mauled by Vespera by the looks of it.
Dark Vespera.
Dark Vespera, right. So, okay, so this is important. Vespera looks quite different to every other time you've seen her right now. She's doing something you know she's a druid. You know she can change forms, but right now she's got fucking black wings with fire on them, and she's. Are you flying or anything?
I can't fly.
You can't fly.
Not with this set.
Okay, but you got the wings, and your eyes are black pools of alien dark light. Okay. All right. So Rokan, that's what you see of Vespera. What do you want to do? You're going to Zephyr Strike, right? Sorry.
That's a melee attack.
I'm going to use Zephyr Strike on the closest wizard.
Okay, so let's have a quick look here. The distance to that wizard right now is 75 feet. Zephyr's Strike. Let's see how.
So you move like the wind until your spell ends, or the movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack roll on your turn. That attack deals an extra 1d8 force damage on a hit. Whether you hit or miss, your walk speed increases by 30 feet.
To the end of the turn. Okay.
Only problem is he's obviously cast Pass Without Trace.
And that's a concentration spell. That's true,
And
but
it's a
if you're going to do
concentration
Zephyr
spell.
Strike, I don't know if it's going to matter anymore. You know, it gives him a surprise attack, basically. That
True,
work for you, Barry? For
Yeah,
everyone
that
else?
works for me.
Can I just say, though, if he's making a surprise attack, doesn't he get advantage anyway?
That's true. He would get advantage anyway, but he
So
wouldn't-
he's better off taking his surprise attack than Zephyr striking the next turn to get advantage there.
That works too, Barry.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, but you don't get the movement speed. That's the problem.
Well, he could do. He's got his longbow though.
I'll use my longbow, fire that.
Okay, and then
Yeah.
Zephyr Strike on them, and you're gonna. Okay, cool. And
I'm
you're
gonna Hunter's Mark him.
Hunter's Mark him. Okay, Hunter's Mark this guy. All right.
Yeah.
And you're gonna take 2 shots at him.
Yep.
Oh. First one is going to be a 14 to hit.
14. Let me have a quick check. That does hit.
Cool. So that's going to be 9 plus 4, which is whatever that is in maths.
9 plus 4 damage.
Yeah,
13.
9 plus
13.
13.
Yep.
That.
Does he get another d6 as well on this attack with his racial trait?
With his racial trait. Yep. Yes, he does.
Okay. So let's add another d6. That's 13 plus a d6 is 1.
14.
So 14 points of damage. Okay. And are you shooting the one that's been mauled or the one that hasn't been mauled?
And it's been mauled.
You kill him. So Vespera stood up, savaged this guy with primal savagery, and then an arrow's gone bonk through his head, and he collapses to the ground. Drazan is up next after. Well, you've still got another attack, don't you?
Yeah, I got one more attack.
All right, so you want to roll to hit the second guy, and move your hunt. Oh, you can't move it because you don't have a bonus action now. You just get your second attack.
Second attack, which is going to be a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Yeah, cool. And that's going to be 12 points of damage.
12 points. Fuck you. Okay. Go on. Yeah. No
Plus
Hunter's Mark, but you can add that other d6, I think, for a
that
successful
D6.
attack, can't you?
Yes, which is going to be an extra 5.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Rokan. Thank you. Okay, Drazan is gonna run to the door. He's running. Drazan. Okay, he's like here. Okay, who's next? That guy's dead. Fuck. Okay, Feralt. Your turn.
Okay, so I'm up on the roof, so I'm imagining I'm coming in somewhere around here.
Right, you're sort of above where Vespera is.
Okay, so like, okay, I'm just gonna put him off to the side here, just so. Okay, I'm up in the air though.
Okay.
So would this count? So if I attack the remaining wizard, would that count as a surprise attack?
Sorry, can you ping yourself? Because I can't see you. Oh, I see. Yep. Okay, so you're gonna make a surprise attack?
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, for my item interaction, I take out that white porcelain mask I've added all the black to, and put it on just to fuck with them.
Okay.
If you get a chance.
So you put on your mask.
So yeah, And then I am going to cast Ray of Sickness at 2nd level with advantage because it's a surprise attack.
Ooh. Okay. Ray of Sickness at 2nd level.
Yep. Okay, I'm just gonna roll. 21 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so he takes 12 poison damage,
Jesus.
and he needs to make a con save.
He doesn't need to make a con save because he's dead.
Okay, so that's good.
That's good. So there's 2 dead wizards. Excellent. Well done.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's 3 horses outside, if I'm correct. If I
There
remember
were
correctly.
3 horses outside.
And did all those horses were saddled?
Yes, they were.
Okay. So I just call out. There's probably another one around somewhere. And I want to add that I'm just kind of like floating about like 6 inches above a solid surface, just to make it weirder.
Fair enough. All right. Cool.
The spirit starts looking around. Seeing as we're not on the mezzanine floor, we can probably have a look up there. So that's where she'll start hitting.
Okay.
If we're out of combat.
Yep.
I don't know yet.
Can I see the mezzanine floor, given that I'm up,
Yes.
up by the dome?
Actually, yeah, you can. It looks like it's been searched, but it's empty.
Okay. I just call down that there's nothing. I don't see anyone up there.
Okay. I will start looking elsewhere then.
Okay.
What
I
are
imagine
our options?
I imagine I don't really have much time left on my flying potion, so I'm just gonna land now.
Okay. I think this is probably a good time for that to run out.
Yeah, I mean it's like it won't have much time left, and yeah, that works for me.
Fair enough.
So Bespera starts walking around to the rooms that she knows that exist. After a minute, her wings will dissipate, and her eyes will go back to her normal eyes.
Okay.
And
So
she'll
you're
start
investigating rooms, is that correct? You're just looking around?
Yep. Also, I will create some berries as well. If we're out of combat, we might as well take advantage of this.
Okay. I need a thing.
Berries. This is a little bit surprised that no one's called her out on on anything. Actually, I don't need to create any berries. I got lots of berries. There's so many berries.
So many
Yeah.
berries.
There's so many. Like so many.
Where's this thing gone? Here you
And I would like to point that no one else has actually taken any hits except for you.
Yeah. That's,
So,
honestly, that's generally how it goes.
Berries were not needed.
That's why I gave her the Ring of Protection.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's like Frost is kind of like, you know what? Not gonna ask. With this crowd, just not gonna ask. She didn't ask about me flying. Fair enough.
I don't even know if did I see you fly? I was too busy tracking other creatures down.
So as you are searching the place, Vespera, you're going into the rooms that you've been into before. Can you make a perception check?
Sure. Feel free to join me, guys. If you want to. 23.
Oh, me come with you.
Okay, so Rokan is at least coming. Is anybody else coming with Vespera?
Yeah, I'll go
Yeah,
with
I
her
will as
because
well.
I would have investigated all the rooms, so I'd be relatively familiar with them.
All right.
So, just a quick question. Are we out of combat
Yes.
at the moment? Yes. Okay,
Yes.
cool. So I can move freely to...
Yep. Everyone
there.
can move over here. We'll put everyone-
Oh, I can't see anyone else. Where's Jazan? Ah, there's Jazan.
Okay, so I'm going to let you guys move yourselves around for a minute, but Vespera,
Yes.
I'm thinking you've gone to search up here.
Yeah.
And then in through this door.
Yep.
And when you get in there, you notice that there is a cage hanging from the ceiling. Now the others haven't followed you in yet, but they will. And in that cage there is a halfling. And the halfling looks up at you. Oh my gods, you're here! Can you get me out of here? Please, please.
Who are you?
My name is Tanis.
I crouched down.
I've been here for a while. The ogres, they were gonna eat me.
I'd like to make a insight check.
Please do.
All right. Thank you. 13.
He's lying through his teeth. You don't know why, but he's lying through his teeth.
I'm gonna check over the cage, etc. Well, without trying to like give away that I am.
Okay. Now, so while you're doing that, the others come into the room, right?
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm just like, and I'm looking at it like, because I investigated pretty thoroughly, and I'm pretty sure this guy wasn't here when I checked before.
Well, in fact, Feralt, can you make an investigation check just to be sure?
Yeah. I have a feeling. Yeah. I was going to suggest that anyway.
Would you get any rolling?
That is a 21.
You know, and Hagelaz, you don't even need to make this investigation check because this halfling is in your fucking cage. This is the cage that you came out of 3 days ago.
So that my next question is the door on the cage? Because I ripped that shit off.
You did, didn't you? It appears to be on the cage.
Can I just go over and pull it?
Tell you what you can do is you can make a perception check.
Do that. Yeah, we can do that. For a 17.
So, Russell.
Hold on for a second, Feralt.
That was a 20.
Yep.
Sorry.
What I was going to say to Hagelaz is that you see the door that you ripped off still lying on the floor over there. Maybe it's been moved a little bit to hide it a bit. It's been dragged away behind a barrel, but it's there.
I say to the others,
please, you've got to let me out of here. I can't stand it anymore. I'm going mad.
I pull out Nightbane.
Oh, no. You don't need that. No.
I create a produce flame.
Okay, as you do that, okay, Feralt, you get to say do something.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I mean,
Feralt.
I'm pretty sure it's an illusion. I got a 21 on investigation.
Right. Okay, so what you've realized is this is the cage that Hagelaz was in. This is the very cage.
Right.
No, there was no halfling in it. And yes, he ripped the door off it. You saw him do it, I think.
Okay. But normally, when you're investigating an illusion, a successful check lets you see through it to some extent, is what I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah, sure. You can tell it's an illusion.
Okay, so I can just tell that it's an illusion. It's not one that I can see through by investigation?
See through? Like, which part of it is the part that you were expecting to see through? The cage door is the only illusion.
Okay, it's just the okay, it's just if it's silent image, I can see through the illusion.
Yeah, you can
okay,
see,
so you
can see through the cage.
Okay, so
door.
the halfling is real?
That seems to be. Although at this moment, actually, Rokan, I haven't asked you what you're doing. Apologies.
I'm watching the experts.
You're watching the experts. Oh yeah, that's fair enough. So you're standing.
And I have an arrow. I have my exits ready to kill it if I need be.
That's fair. All right, and as you guys are investigating this thing, and Vespera, you've gotten up to it, right up underneath it, because you were going to try and open the door, right?
No.
No,
I crouched down to talk to him. He lied to me.
He's 10 feet above you in a cage.
Oh, I stood tall then. And
yep.
And then he lied to me, and I created a produce flame.
Right, that's right. Okay. Hiroki, you're standing back watching the experts when suddenly the halfling bursts out of its own skin, tears the cage apart, drops to the ground, and before he arrives at the ground has like quadrupled in size, and then 5-6 times bigger. He's huge, and when he hits the ground, fur is sprouting out of his body, red fur and black fur, fangs are growing out of his face, and he transforms into a hideous ape-like fiend. And we're going to leave our game there tonight, I think. Landing in front of you. So we'll start with initiative next week.
Okay, sounds good.
And thank you all for playing. Thank you people for watching. And we're going to raid some motherfuckers. That's what I say.
Yep, go get him.
Go get him, cowboy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's still having fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Excellent. That's what we like to know.
I'm glad I got to, like, honestly, I've been wanting to, like, to
go dark for Sparrow.
Well, some people think of the Celestial Revelation to mean like the whole, going evil, but the way I'm portraying it is that it's kind of more like I've lost a lot. I'm not sure if I have the capability to do what I need to do to seek revenge. Yeah. It's more of a out of hope, lost hope form for Vesperia.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like all right, we're going to start our raid.
Yeah.
Raid a fellow called Evil Doer. He's a New Zealander, and he's raiding. He does Dungeons and Dragons. So
let's go.
It's going to take.
That's awesome.
10 seconds. 9, 8. So goodbye, ladies and gentlemen.
Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and
please
like and follow.
And check out our YouTube channel.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Raid is completed. Stream.
Bye,